everybody. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
Hello everybody, and welcome. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for coming tonight on this lovely Wednesday night, Thursday morning, if you will, celebrating our guests. I think I'll take the first time travel joke away from Xenia because there'll be many more to come.
I've been waiting all week.
You could turn this into a drinking game every time Xenia says about him singing the future or lottery
Let's make a
tickets,
game.
Stuff like that.
Let's make a game. How are we going to do this now? I don't know. I could give you a prize, but how are we going to verify it? I don't know. Whoever counts more directly gets a special discount in our merch store or something like that.
There you go.
So I don't know who's going to be the judge of it because I can't count myself. So I don't know. Somebody has to be the judge as well. A judge gets a prize too. So there you go. Yeah. Well, the first time I have to say it. I even today talking with Danny on Twitter, I'm like, please don't type it. I'm saying to myself, please don't type it, because I know it's morning. He just woke up, and of course, I wanted to, joke about how is the Thursday going? How is it looking? Can you tell us the future? Yeah. So, but I didn't. I saved myself for this stream, guys, especially for you.
Congratulations, Danny. You're a very lucky man.
Yeah, and this is not the last time. Of course, we're traveling back to the future today. We are in Wednesday and Thursday at the same time. Isn't this magical? And yes, I know all the physics and all the other stuff that goes on, but let's forget about it for a moment. Let's believe into a miracle. We all need a little miracle sometimes, and it is. We are in Wednesday and Thursday at the same time. They talk about time travel.
I'm letting you get it all.
They talk about time travel that, we have to figure out how to do it. We already have. We just haven't noticed it yet. This has been right in front of our eyes,
Funky Miller said it exactly.
Yeah. And especially because I do come from the other side of the world as well. With an 8-hour difference from here.
7. For the last time it's 7. Well, I don't know where you ever came. No, at longest it's 7. So it's either 7 or 6.
7. Okay, it's not as much as to Brisbane, but still, I still find it very perplexing and very...
Definitely.
Like a child.
What an age we live into.
Yeah. So, Danny, if you're listening, get ready. Yeah. This is... it's coming. I've been waiting for this for a week now. So, yeah. Well, yeah, there you go. Floor is yours. I got it out.
I wouldn't believe that one for a second, but
well, just for a couple seconds,
Yeah. Guys, once again, just want to remind you, These servers are playing havoc on all live streams. It's completely out of our control. But I do ask you, if you do get any buffering, to please just bear with us. Let it refresh a couple of times, and you'll be back. That's the refresh button on your browser. Most of you on PC, that'll be F5 on your keyboard. So we do apologize for it. If there was a way we could fix it, believe you me, I'd be first on the list to try and come to a solution for that. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be sitting down and chatting with the CEO anytime soon. So in the meantime, thank you guys so much for your patience.
You never know, though. You never know.
Well, got a pretty good idea.
There has been lots of surprising events lately for us, so you never know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That is true. Yeah, things have been... you never know where life, especially and life on YouTube, is going to take you. So it's great to have each and one of you awesome people in here tonight. Thank you so much for coming. We have an awesome guest tonight. It's going to be a lot about travel. Gentleman who moved away to Australia from the United States, and it's going to be a lot of great talk, great stories. We were with one of the half of the show we were on the other night, and we had such a great time. So it's really great to have him over here.
Yeah, they had us on a Creator Insider, which is basically 4 guys with amazing channels combining their efforts and creatorship into one channel called Creator Insider, and they have interviews with different creators as well. They had a Joey on, they had Cody Banner on, they had Nick Pham on, they had a lot of amazing creators, and we were on Saturday night. So awesome, so much fun. So we are so glad to see him, and welcome to our live stream today.
Damn, oh my God, Danny's a gentleman. What the LOL. So great to see you guys. I want to call you guys' names in just a moment. Give a couple more room to get in here. Make sure you're up in the list of participants so I can shout you. It's always great. I know we're missing sometimes when you guys pass comments. Believe me, we are trying our best. And once again, thank you for your patience. Wow, look at guys. So great to have you all in here. Also, guys, because it's so fun, can't wait to see the questions. Welcome.
Awesome.
Guys, with the server especially acting the way it is, if you guys can hit the like button if you haven't already, which already is amazing. I want to tell you right now, because it just blew me away. We're at 85 likes already, guys. That is phenomenal.
Well, guys, Donnie was talking about, can we hit 100 before he goes on?
Yeah.
Guys, can we do that? Can we hit 100 likes before Danny joins us in this live stream? Let's try and see.
And guys, if you can tweet it out too. That was the other part I was getting to. It really does help right now because YouTube is not sending updates for a lot of people. So the more you can tweet it out, it really does help us a lot. Thank you so much in advance. Dole Whip Dad, thank you so much for popping to Atlanta Disney stream. Oh, it's my pleasure. I didn't know you were going to be a guest. We met in vidIQ chat, and I went over I said I would check out her channel. I checked out one of her videos and since she was live and didn't think I'd run into so many people that I knew. I thought I'd be the only one, and it was like old homecoming. Yeah, lots of the folks from Disney and there and stuff like that. It was really cool. So that was definitely my pleasure.
You never know who you run into.
Thank you, Karen.
Wanted to say thank you to Dranko Geo, who said that still stand by the quality of the Don Jameson interview the other night. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was an amazing experience, such an opportunity.
Yeah.
I think I still feel a bit nervous when I think about it, but I think it went quite well. And if you guys have missed it, definitely check it out. And Emmy award-winning TV host, comedian and musician Don Jameson, also host of that metal show, if you guys remember,
on
from
VH1.
On VH1, late 90s and 2000s. We had an interview with him on Monday, and it's still up there for you to watch if you missed that.
Oh, sorry. I thought I had my volumes all down.
Well, you could play that one. It's ours.
Yeah, exactly. But still, end up getting a duplication strike or something is not worth.
Yeah.
No.
So that was awesome. And if you missed that, definitely suggest you watch that. And yesterday we had our Tuesday Tech Talk, our think tank for 3 hours. We had a lot of questions, and as always, it's not just us answering the questions, it's everybody having questions, everybody having answers and input and sharing the knowledge and experience and what they have learned so far doing YouTube, also on video. We talked about OBS. We talked about gear. We talked about YouTube policies. There was lots of different type of questions, some very specific to the channels as well. And it was awesome. It was 3 hours of amazing time and amazing education for everybody, including us. We learn every time something new. We really love this series, and if you haven't joined us yet, I really advise you every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Welcome, Speechless Fairies. I got to scroll back because there were some things missed along the way. Here, let me see. Dole Whip Dad. Yeah, I'll definitely talk to her for sure. No, definitely. And once again, you guys were great together. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I'm not very good at Disney trivia, but I just enjoyed hanging out with all of you. Little Llama Laura, when does the 4K need to be in by? We're asking by Friday. We're supposed to be Wednesday. We put it to Friday.
Yes. Can you tell everybody what it is?
Yeah, I was just getting to that. Thank you very much.
I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
Oh, okay. I can make a time zone joke or something like that.
Yes, please do.
Thank you.
That's exactly what I'm going at.
Oh, my God. Alrighty.
No? Okay.
Here's how it works, guys. We celebrated hitting 4K. What is it, about a week and a half ago now, I guess?
Last Sunday.
Last Sunday. Wow, it passes fast. And Sunday before, because we gave time out for this.
Yeah.
So, anyway, okay. Anyway, so I was asking, because the 4K is what you guys made this channel. You guys are all part, not only those numbers, what you make the chat. We couldn't do any of this without you. And to say thank you, we were hoping that you guys can make a 60-second video. Introduce yourself. Anything you want to say about us, whatever you'd like to say, feel free. Talk about our time zone stuff and all that, sure. And what the Blue Wrench Group means to you. And edit it in your style, because we want to put them all together, put them up. I don't want to edit them. I want people to see them and go and check out your work. Don't, if you like, I always take the example, if you're a hiking channel, you don't have to go to Kilimanjaro. Just something that you even use B-roll that you got around and stuff like that, and just show it. I'm not even letting Xenia derail me this time. And please send it to bluewrenchgroup@gmail.com. That's bluewrenchgroup, all one word, @gmail.com. So 60 seconds, high res, introduce yourself, anything you want to say to us, and what the Blue Wrench Group means to you. May I have a blue wrench? You already have a blue wrench, Tim.
And for those of you that are already sent their videos, if you have an answer back with a little thank you note in it, that means that we have received it. If you don't have it, that means that it has been lost somewhere.
That's right.
So check your emails. I answered today everybody that I have received.
Oh, what a nice crowd tonight. I'm really looking forward to the conversation.
Yes, and I see some probably Danny's friends and viewers are joining as well, which is awesome and amazing. Some travel fans and maybe some people from the future.
Oh my God. I'm telling you guys, you can turn it into a drinking game. I don't encourage drinking.
I'm serious.
Every time Xenia talks about time, seeing into the future, or one of those jokes, you can take a drink.
I'm serious. I'm gonna give a special discount to the person.
You might have cirrhosis of the liver by the time it's done.
That tells me at the end. That's gonna be the first one at the end of the stream, telling me how many times I said that.
Johnson iBase Blue Wrench means we don't use the live bait to catch. Oh, Gratillions. Oh, okay. Also, speaking of Blue Wrench, people of the future rock. That's right. Don't whip that. That's right.
You're with me.
100%. Let me get up here. Guys, I just want to mention quickly, too, we have our Blue Wrench merch out. It's starting to sell. It's exciting.
And I'm going to be relaunching the campaign right after this live stream. I just remembered what Polly was telling me yesterday. So look for it launching. It's still available to view, but will be available for purchase starting at midnight.
That's right. And you haven't told them about the seamless pattern. You always talk about.
No, I haven't told you guys. If you haven't heard, this is one unique, specially designed, customized, especially designed by me, seamless blue wrench pattern. It's only available here. I handmade, but I designed it specially for this purpose. All the pattern you see, it's all little blue wrenches, so you're not gonna have it anywhere else.
She makes it sound like Peterson from Seinfeld there. You know, he went out to source it and like...
Well, I actually taught myself how to do a
Yes, you did.
seamless pattern
That's true.
because it's not as easy as it sounds. You can't just slap pattern on it. It's not going to look nice on seams. So I actually taught myself how to do it. So I'm very proud.
Well,
See?
you did very good.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Socks? Yeah, it's Dole Whip. Yeah, socks. That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Bowen Daddy, what's going on? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, we tried to do a couple things. She's even got women's leggings, as you can see, with the same pattern as well.
Yeah, and on the back of them, it has hashtag Blue Wrench Group. And stickers I specifically designed so you guys can cut them up in smaller stickers because they're fairly big. So that way you get numerous stickers for the price of one.
Well, guys, we're hitting up here.
See
We're
how
hitting
amazing
around
I am?
80 in the chat. Thank you so much. 97 likes already. That is unbelievable. We're 3 away from Danny's wish. Danny was hoping to get 100 likes on here before he came on, and we're bringing him on in just a few minutes. So
Yeah, so if you forgot to smash that like button or hug it up, whichever you choose, please do so. We would really appreciate that.
no Tukes, Happy Canadian. Never thought of that.
Well, I don't think they have them available there, unfortunately. I would love to, but unfortunately, Teespring has a very limited merchandise. I have another store coming up soon, but that is going to be more in the photography realm. So,
Selfies?
yes, selfies.
Who feels like a selfie, guys?
Me.
Corey, welcome. Nice to see you here. Joan and Rocky Woodruff. Welcome, guys. Let me get you a wrench. We cannot have you walking around without one. There we go. Do you want to tell them about the selfie, son?
Yes, of course. Take a selfie of you, or even better, a selfie of you watching us, and put it on social media with a hashtag Blue Wrench Group. And if it's on Twitter, we're going to be showing it off on our screens during the night. So it's never too late. Hashtag Blue Wrench Group. There's always amazing pictures out there. There's some already have been coming in today, which I was very happy to see. Always a great opportunity to connect with people outside of YouTube as well.
The link. And I'm just showing them some of the... There's some examples of stuff we've been getting every night. It's just unbelievable. It's such... And guys, if you guys have merchandise or anything like that, take a second, put it on, take a picture with it, show it off to everybody. Lots of people are seeing these photos, so it does do the rounds. That's what a lot of people are doing. So yeah, we'd love to see them. Like we say, guys, a selfie of you watching us, and if you can't do that, a selfie of you. Upload it using the link, posted it in the chat, and use the hashtag Blue Wrench Group. We'd love to see you guys. Thank you so much. I love that you guys do that. It's I know it's a little extra thing to ask for, but they're really, really great pictures. And once again, if you have anything, merch or anything like that, you can throw your logo onto it, whatever you want. That's the place to do it. Promote yourselves.
JC No Limit, hello. And I also just seen Artie Morbid just came into the chat as well. And I wanted to say a special thank you to you for shouting us earlier this morning. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it, but we watched it afterwards. So thank you so much for shouting us out and for dedication. It's truly amazing and sweet, especially like we were saying in a comment, especially because this comes from somebody who has been with us for such a long time.
Definitely.
Right? Seeing us grow and we seeing you grow, and this is so amazing to still have that connection. So guys, if you haven't watched it, this morning's stream, shout out from Artie Morbid. You can definitely go and check it out. It's still available, and I'm going to drop link in the chat. And if you haven't subscribed to him, go and check it out. He's an amazing photographer from Chicago.
Musician
too. That's right.
He's got it all going on, this guy.
Yep.
I'm just going to show him here for a sec, because where is it? Right
Hillbilly Pyro is asking, did you work for Disney? Wish, probably in a way, although I've never been to Disneyland. Me personally, have you been to Disneyland?
Yeah, Disneyland, the California one. Yes.
Yeah, I know they're different, Disney World and Disneyland.
And I know the difference, but I got to say them. I got to stop, think, and then I can go.
The only amusement park of that size, so to say, or close to, I've been to. We went to Legoland in Denmark, in Billund, where it actually was made. Silly's made.
That's right.
That really
cool.
Haven't been to Disney yet, but would love to. We need to get you guys there. Yeah, it'd be amazing. I'm a little bit wary of crowds, but I'm sure I would love the fun part.
Yeah.
I know. Look at the mini. Look at all that. Oh my God! And the princesses. Yes, definitely.
Rosorian, what's going on? I think it's time, hun. You want to hit on that link again? Is there a Disney thing in Canada? No, there is not. There is no such
No,
thing.
yeah, there's amusement parks, the Wonder World and some other ones, but they are not like theme parks.
Look at all these awesome channels. Wow, guys, thank you so much for coming out tonight. It's going to be a really great conversation. Once again, guys, hoping you guys are getting your selfies out. We'd love to see you guys. I think that's so awesome to see. It's a great way for everybody to get to know you better. I seen one of the channels was like, oh my God, I got merch and ran off. I love that. Like, it's a perfect place to sell yourself. Or if you just want to say hi and let everybody see your wonderful face. So thank you so much. You want to put out the link again, hun? And I'm going to call out because there's so many people in here and I don't want to miss anybody's names.
Yeah, well, Andrew is calling out.
Alana's here, by the way. There, I got to say hers. And a big apology while he's here. Stacy Morgan. I am so sorry tonight. I know you invited us. I don't know where our head is, and I didn't remember till I seen Nerd of the North. I just wrote you. I'm so sorry I missed that tonight at Mrs. Green Thumbs. My deepest apologies. I'm just sometimes not the best with remembering times and dates lately with so much going on. Hey, it's Paige. Come on. Now, we've been over this, okay? You got to calm down a little bit on the self-promotion and stuff, please.
Yeah, tonight is interview night. You can hang out, have a conversation with people in the chat, and people will support you. You know, let's focus on that today.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So yeah, call out some channels.
Yes, and before you do that, I wanted to remind them about the selfies. This is the time you guys can do the like, the share, and put your selfie out there. # Blue Wrench Group, and we're going to look at them right after the roll call.
Definitely. Looking so forward to it. I got everything up here. I'm good to go. All right, guys. Anybody new in here? I will be... Oh, let me change this first. There we go. There, that's better. Now, I'm going to put it on echo for one reason, because I'm horrible at pronouncing names. So at least we might as well have something else to laugh at just besides my pronunciation. And maybe I'll have to start getting a PayPal together so I can get hooked on phonics and get better at this. But in the meantime, we're going to take a step. So if I mispronounce your name, please know it's completely accidental, and I have much love for each and every one of you here. With that said, we have Tim Arskog, the Story of Dory, the Night Owl, the Missourians Family Vlogs, the Bone Daddy, Tara Cope, Stacy Morgan, Speech Fairies, Smokin' Joe's Barbecue, CeeLo Rose, Shane Allwood, Rebel Rocker, Rosorian Buck, Princess Me Canada Beyond the Grave, PMD Live, Pin Panduri, Patricia Sprinkles, Old Hag. That's the one who went to get the merch. I thought that was hilarious. Nomadic Bike, welcome. Nelly Beauty Joy, Nathan Likes Drums, MU Free Music for your videos, who you'll be listening to all night tonight. All music provided by him, so please check him out. MU Free Music for your videos. Miss Ryder Ridey's here. Mike Montoya, Smokin' Mary's Racked Rib. Mary's Ensby. I hope I pronounced that right. Mark Ensby. Oh my God, I'm really in a mess. Mark Ensby. I want to do that right. Larry Johnson. Chris Akani. Johnson I Base. Jelly Duck 100. James Whitening. Jagger Scott is there. JNC No Limit TV. Insanity Baller. Idiot of the Day. Hubert Gunpowder. Hip Hop Hooray. Hillbilly Hydro. Hey, it's Paige. Gary Foster, Gabriel Z, Florida Pirate Adventures, Family Fun Vloggers, Faith Darling TV, Eastad, Drummer Family, Disney, Diz Life of Yours. I love your name, and I knew I was going to get that wrong at the first. Destination Chronicles, Corey Survival, Karen Somers, Badger Farm Girl, AU Pack Mule, Arta Morbid, April Boswell, Animal Flasco, Alana Zigano, I hope I pronounced that properly. Oh, a long one. This is where I get stage fright, especially. And Adela D Crows the best. Adele D Crows the best. I hope I did that right. And a new day with us. Welcome each and every one of you. I know it skips some people because we're going through there, so please highlight our name and say hi in the chat so I don't miss any of you because you're all means so. It means so much to have each and every one of you in here. We have Aerial Views and Histories UK. I know we have Sticky Buds is in here. I gotta stay in with the echo. Sticky Buds, Sticky Buds. Sticky Buds, Sticky Buds, Sticky Buds. Another great guy from down under, by the way, I may add. Little Laura Llama. Oh my God, little Llama Laura. There, I even messed it up for you, just like you're always hoping. She finds it funny when I do that, which is quite often. Stephen Bowman, hey, how are you? Good to see you here. Nice to have you back. Always welcome. What the snack? I love your name. Sticky Buds, Sticky Buds, Sticky Buds. Sticky Buds, Sticky Buds, Sticky Buds. We love his name. We love his, that's his intro for his video.
Yep.
Feline Cuisine is in here.
Lacey Harrington, hello. Welcome to you too.
Well, congratulations for last night. I'd seen you in one. That was awesome. Who else do we got here? Animal Flosco, I don't believe, was on the list. Nice to see you here as well. Idiot of the Day. What's going on? Terrico. JNC No Limit TV. We sent in that Twitter pic. I'm looking forward to it.
How's the little one feeling, by the way?
Tranquil Geo. So nice to have you here.
And MU Music is in our choice of music for season 2. If you're interested in music for your videos, that's the place we suggest you to go.
I guess it's just about that time. We're going to have to look at those because we're going to bring our guest on very soon.
Yeah, I think so. The time has been flying, and I think it's time to look at the Blue Ranch selfies.
Gary says, thanks for all you do. First of all, thank you for all you do for us by being here, supporting us. All those things really do help. One sip at a time. Hey there, Trish. How are you? Nice to see you here.
Yeah, I went. I was actually visiting One Sip at a Time this morning for a cup of coffee. Lunchtime chat. It was nice. Love that.
Yeah, you look right in your glory.
They, by the way, are doing an amazing thing as a family and involving their YouTube community. They are distributing, I think it was hats and hot soup. To the homeless community in Boston on the 14th of November. And if you want to support them, they have all information on their Twitters and on their YouTube. So you can go and support them. Craft beer pours and One Sip at a Time. I really like that they're involving their kids as well into that. And they're going to be vlogging all of that. So it's all accounted and you're going to see hopefully the good deed done and spread the kindness. I think it's really nice.
That is really nice. It's great what you guys are doing for the community, and full hats off to you. Thank you so much for that. I think it's absolutely awesome. And also, I just want to say hi to Gil Skills who came in. Welcome anybody else that just came in that I missed, because we got to get our guest on very soon. The Happy Canadian just said a Blue Wrench selfie. Excellent. Thank you so much, my friend. Another past guest. Lots of past guests in here. That's really cool. Lots of people that were with us right from the beginning, some from the middle, and some that just joined us tonight. What a great mix of new and returning. Love having each and every one of you here. Oh, look on our counter, 4,099. Hey, guys, tune in. You might see us hit 4,100 for about the 18th time.
Yeah, the last 24 hours.
Oh, my God. I think it's going to be the 7th time. So that's why I leave it up there to show you guys, no matter what size, this happens to everybody. That's the main thing about it. No selfie today. Oh, well. That's okay. I love seeing you, but thank you very much for tweeting it out. That really does help us a lot. Let's refresh this and see what we got. Get it shared. Get our guest on here. Oh, somebody got it. Stacy, you nailed it today. You did it. You got it up on Twitter, my friend. Excellent. I'm going to be at you just a second. I'm excited. I'm so happy you got that. First of all, we got Jelly Duck all the way from Kuwait. Thank you so much, my friend. Love having you here. Let's get you up for a second. That is awesome. I'm always looking forward to these.
Yeah,
thank you, buddy.
I still don't know where he gets those.
I know. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
I love that. You are such an awesome person in this community. I love your spirit, and I really think it's infectious.
Infectious, yeah. Contagious infections. All
I
those
know.
words
I
is,
should, but it really. I love what you do for this community and your attitude towards it. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Then we got JNC No Limit. That is awesome. What a great photo. That is so cute.
Oh, always love seeing, as I always say, the new upcoming YouTuber generation. This is so cute.
You can't stop me from saying Blue Wrench Group. You guys are so on. Thank you so much. And look who got on. Stacey Morgan's here.
Wow.
He did it. He's got it up. You did it perfect.
Good job.
Yep.
Amazing. Good job.
Stacey never even used Twitter, and we're always preaching how important it is for growing on YouTube to have Twitter to communicate. And man, he's rising to the occasion. He's been trying the last 2 times to get his selfie up here, and you got it. I couldn't be prouder, couldn't be happier. Let me slap a heart on them. There we go. Thank you so much. And guys, it's not too late. We will check back in a little while. So if you have not given us your selfie yet, there's sorry, that tweet has been deleted. Oh, okay. See you.
I just wanted to send a special shout out to the Marison's family vlogs. She has her father coming out from prison on Sunday. She just put it in a chat. After 19 years, she haven't seen him. I think it's gonna be something truly amazing. So all our thoughts with you, all our best wishes, and I'm sure you're overexcited and nervous at the same time.
We did an interview with them last spring, and they were talking about it. And it was an awesome night. They're absolutely a fantastic couple, and I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. So keep us. You have lots of time. Real life comes first, failing that, but definitely when you get a chance, let us know how things are going out. We're actually really excited for you. And we have Jesse Garza. I love it. Jesse Garza, thank you so much. Great selfie. I love it. I like your camera. Nice strategically placed. Man, that's got your stuff together. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, little llama Laura. That is absolutely beautiful. Wow. I love that. Really, really nice selfie. Thank you so much for uploading. And guys, like I say, it's not, don't hesitate, please. We'll put the link up now and then, and we will definitely go back and check a little later on and see all you guys' smiling, beautiful faces. But with that said, I'm going to get everything set up here, hon. I'll pass the controls over to you, and we're going to get our guest up here because I think it's way past that time. Let's see here.
And I just wanted to drop a link because Trish just dropped a link. I asked her for their fundraiser. I really think that it's amazing. So
Definitely.
I'm just going to be, I just rewrote her a bit and be dropping it in. So they, just a reminder, they're raising funds for soup and hats, donation for homeless in Boston. They're actually going to be going with a wagon distributing that to the homeless community on the 14th of November and are going to be vlogging and recording it as well. So you guys know where the money goes if you decide to donate it. I think it's really, really, really amazing what they're doing, involving their family as well. And you can see it in their stream. They all explained that in their yesterday's stream. So go check it out. I think it's really nice thing that they are doing.
It is. And sharing it on the community like that is so important for stuff like that. Because I feel like you do get to inspire a lot of other people, to help you with that, which is great, but also to get them to do their own things in their community. So it's a win for everybody. And you already know what we think of you and that hubby of yours. You guys are two awesome people. Well, you heard the doorbell.
Yes, that's right. And what does it mean?
Oh, it means we got Zoom. We've done these interviews before. You've heard that. Yeah.
That means that we have guests from the future. Amazing.
Welcome, my friend.
Fabulous.
Welcome.
Danny Black. Da 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 da. Hi.
We're doing the lead-in.
Man, you guys built that up so much. It was like a street performer, like
you have to do
30-minute like intro to a trick. Like, man, I better do something really cool. And then nope, I'm just like, is this working?
Yeah, but you have to do that then, like those 70s comedy sitcom shows. They'd be like, oh, hey, I didn't realize you guys were here.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there.
Hi, my name is Danny Black, and how are you tonight?
This morning, I'm doing well.
Yes.
Yes. How is it? How is
tell
it?
You what happens in the future.
Oh,
Yes,
I just
tell
baited
us,
her. I'm
tell
so
us,
sorry.
Tell us, how does it look like on Thursday?
It's cloudy, and Yeah, it's the pandas are taking over.
Yay!
I got a wrench here for some reason.
Awesome. Oh, that's awesome.
love that. I love that. It's so good to have you on.
Yeah, thanks.
We're telling
By the
everybody.
way, there's a couple of things I really wanted to say really quick, and that's just some of the pronunciations. You said it's Adelaide crows are the best. Adelaide is a city
Adelaide.
in Australia.
It's a beautiful name.
Hip hoop hooray, and not hip hop hooray. I should know that because that's my wife, actually. Hip hoop hooray.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah, that's Emma. She's actually in the next room over. And then it's Creator Cast that you're on, not Creator Insider.
Creator Cast.
like-
Thank you. Oh my goodness, we are completely off the rails today.
Welcome to our abomination of a show, folks, tonight. And we do apologize. We have such an awesome guest on.
But Creator Insider wouldn't be too bad either.
Yeah.
Puša
like
Studios
a
Tube
bigger
Life
channel
has
than
just been changed to Creator
Sorry.
Insider, effective immediately. We're going to be known as that.
Oh my goodness. Thank you though.
But we did have such a great time on the show the other night. Like, that conversation was literally felt like 10 minutes. And I was like, what happened? We're done. That's where it's great when you're in the moment. Great discussion. And you guys are absolutely like amazing at it. I want to tell you that right here once again. Awesome, awesome show. So
I feel the same about your show. It's very infectious and contagious to watch. Especially, it's like the perfect time here in the morning. It's like you just wake up and, you know, especially for me, I don't have a day job because I'm a musician. So it's like I just pop it on and then, yeah.
I love that. I know I love having you in here. The only one that's hard for our timing is the European folks like Karen Somers and that's like one starts at 1 a.m. I feel so bad, but they're such troopers. That means so much to me that they'll take the time to stay with us. So
Yeah.
So
thanks for that.
Well, I think we're just going to start right away because we always get right into conversation, forget to cover this one important topic. For anybody who doesn't know about you, just give them a rundown on all your what you're doing, any social medias you want to mention, anywhere where they can find you.
Okay. So I'm just saying it really fast. No, so my channel it started like everyone's channel, you know, trying to be a Casey Neistat. I have an interesting life. I can broadcast it and everyone's going to follow me. No, that's not how it happens. Work on cruise ships. And I thought that would be a fun way to kind of show off like the day-to-day life stuff. And yeah, so Where's Danny Black started out as the Danny Black vlog, and then it changed over to Where's Danny Black. And I do a lot of editing videos of just my travels. And I don't want it to be a travel specific channel, but that's kind of like what my life is. I do a lot of traveling, luckily, for my job. And yeah, I think that I also started another channel called Here is Danny Black, which I'm saying hi to in the chat there. Here's Danny Black. And that is just oh, it didn't work. Never mind. That's just a live stream channel. No. All right, there we go. It's just live streams. And I do that about 10 times a month, if not more, because it's fun to go live, as you guys know.
Yep.
And I think that's the better way of connecting people. I tried to connect to people on Where's Danny Black, but through editing videos and stuff, it just gets lost in the translation. So I find that maybe it's more of like people are stumbling upon it from like searching or recommended videos about what they're watching. And it's not as connection as this is. So the live stream channel is that way. So, oh, look at all these, some people have been subscribing to me. So thank you so much.
Well, that's excellent. I mean, that's the whole mission of our channel has always been that way, to take all the channels, which also includes their groups, because if you come, you know, or like they'll take an easy group to explain, like mechanics. Well, we have a mechanic on, they tend to bring a lot of their mechanic friends over, and it's great for them to mix with the woodcraft ones and the bushcraft and the knitting, and all these ones do come together. There is a gray area. People have varied interests, and maybe they're not dedicated as much as you are, but they've been thinking of getting into it, looking at it. Where yours is quite great because it's a varied it appeals to a wide range of audience, so that's even an easier sell.
It's a good thing and a bad thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I actually
if my channel was specific to cruise ships, I'd probably have like 100,000 subscribers all like that quick, because you know, that's just niche and people would follow that. But then I don't want to do that. So like I don't want to be just stuck on cruise ships like that. So yeah,
it was quite interesting when watching your videos, and I think it was in the intro when you were saying This is not a travel vlog.
my channel trailer. Yeah, this is not a travel channel.
that.
This is not a tech company or something like the drone flying thing.
But basically,
which is really funny because I did that almost 2 years ago. That's my channel trailer. That's hard to say. Channel trailer for 2 years ago, and people still love that one. So I haven't even tried to update it because it still works.
Oh yes, definitely.
If it ain't broke, don't fix
Yes.
it.
That's right. That's right.
It's the number one.
By the way,
rule.
on all the live streams and stuff, I find it. Do you guys ever like have trouble sleeping because you think that you're being watched? Like you're live streaming. Like I'm dreaming about live streaming. I got to hit that button and make sure the microphone's on. And
we get a lot of that, especially like if eating supper, especially if we eat in here. You know, because sometimes we got to eat. We're little. That's why when we do our 20-minute intro, sometimes I feel so bad. Everybody's saying, "Hi, how are you guys? You have a good day?" And literally, I'm sitting there like trying to get in any kind of food and do stuff. So it's so far into your psyche. Yeah, I feel that a lot. Like there's a camera everywhere somewhere.
Sometimes I turn away the camera so it doesn't face us. I have my cameras on laptops taped off.
Oh, do you? Yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah. Just in case, right?
Yeah, you never know, right?
It has happened to some pretty big YouTubers and caught in some pretty bad situations. And it's not even just that. I think it's in your psyche after a while. You get so used. But on the other side, I feel like there's a withdrawal from it. And when we were on vacation, we're not like in your face. People want to be in front of a camera all the time. But I don't feel that way here. It doesn't feel like Hollywood. It feels more like talking, even if we don't have a guest on, just with the chat. Interaction is,
I think, that we're getting addicted to.
Yes, exactly. Do you feel that way too?
Yeah. Like there's times when I'm just like chatting with friends online. Like I think all of my friends are people from YouTube now. Like I don't have any friends locally. It's just all people on YouTube. So we'll get on a chat and I'm like, hey, this is content. We should be broadcasting this. Like, oh wait, it's like impossible to have a normal conversation without thinking it needs to be documented. It's kind of funny.
Isn't it even more so because it's kind of a little bit of vlogging is that as well, especially when you have done the everyday vlogging too? Yeah,
I've done daily. And it was more so like that where you capture everything and then try to show it off. And then, I stopped doing that.
Is your mind constantly then in the frame of, okay, I got to capture this, I got to capture that? Like it's always on the...
Oh, and especially on cruise ships and on vacation and stuff, it's like I'll be walking in a really cool area on the ship and I'll see like the best sunset and I'm like, I got to capture this. And then I'm like, I don't even know how this will fit into the video that I'm making, but it just...
You can't pass it up.
Do you find that it sometimes interferes with the enjoyment of the moment? Because me as a photographer, I find I try to consciously not grab my camera now because sometimes I think I used to do it too much. It's almost like, well, I got to capture this. I got to take a picture of that, and that's it felt after a while that I'm losing the feeling of the moment because I wanted to take a picture of it. Do you find that happening to you when you want to take like videos of everything?
Sometimes I think that it's exhilarating to capture the right moment. Mm-hmm. So like, the sunset's beautiful, but if I can capture it, then that's even more exciting for me than what the sunset actually is.
Okay.
That's a good answer.
But I mean, cause I've seen some beautiful stuff and I started getting jaded from the travels. And that's the other reason I kind of started vlogging was because I wanted to kind of let other people be part of the lifestyle that I have. People that can't, go on cruise ships all the time and, travel to this place or that place. I wanted them to kind of follow along. And I thought that was kind of the reason I really started it. And for my family back home in the States, they can watch.
So for them to be able to live it through you, so to say.
Yeah. Kind of live vicariously.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
And that's the whole part of storytelling. I mean, even if, like Peter McKinnon, with the whole lens cap challenge, B-roll, it's to even take something like that and make the person feel they're there, to give them your perspective, is the key to any good photography, cinematography, and the more exciting the moment, the more you kind of want to share it with everybody. I think it's like a rush, It's not so much you want to enjoy it, you'll enjoy it later with them when you see it on the editing board and then the final cut. I think it's just a fever we all get that we want to share that with the people and tell that story.
I wanted to say Nick Pham just came in and welcome. They say, who is this really cool guy you're interviewing?
What's up, Micah? Nick Fam TV. I'm glad you pronounced it right this time.
Yeah, well, they were guests on our show too. Actually, they were the openers.
Yeah, he was like your first one.
Yeah, for the season. That was really cool.
Yeah, so we
were
learned
awesome.
how to pronounce them.
Yeah. Like I said, guys, if you can find out how we can be sponsored by Hooked on Phonics, please let us know, because I think we're in need of an answer.
At least I have an excuse. It's not my first language. I don't know about you, though.
I got none. So I want to take you back to the beginning, and I want to know some more about you growing up. And I always say this sounds joking, but I do mean this. We're not Oprah. We don't make people cry. I just want to know where you feel comfortable starting off your life story, where you want to tell people about you a little bit. Wherever you feel comfortable as a starting point.
Yeah. My life isn't a sad story at all. So it's no crying needed here, but
that's great.
Sometimes it's a good thing and a bad thing. You want some kind of drama to be able to kind of play on the heartstrings.
We've had it happen one time, and my heart broke watching it.
Oh no, I don't want it to happen, but yeah. So, I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. I was born in California though. Grew up in Detroit, Michigan, and not in the inner city of Detroit. Like I wasn't like hanging out with Eminem or anything like that.
Suburb boy. You could make it sound. You could give the 8 Mile story if you want and say it was you.
I just feel Eminem's story. Yeah, I had a daughter named Haley. So yeah, my dad is a music pastor at a really large church out there, like a church of like 16,000 people or something. And
wow.
So I kind of I was involved in that, making videos for them and playing music. And just Michigan's an interesting place because it's one of those places that you feel like you need to break out of, like you need to get out. And so I have always wanted to get out.
Right.
And it was like, I didn't know how, because when you're stuck in a rut or you're stuck in some place, you don't know where to go. You don't know what to do. Yeah. I saw an ad on Craigslist, and that's like Gumtree for Australians. It's like Craigslist, and said like, hey, come work on cruise ships, travel the world, have your own room, you get paid X amount of dollars, and free room and board and all of that stuff. And I applied to it, and it's like literally the second I applied, they called me and they're like, when do you want to leave? And I'm like, really? And I honestly thought it was a scam about the whole time. I'm like, I'm about to get scammed for some reason.
Too good to be
just waiting for them to start asking for money. Oh, by the way, you got to pay your agency fees up front or something like that.
Yeah.
All the way to the point where when I started walking on the ship and they acknowledged me that I was there, I was like, okay, this is finally for real. This is insane. And the first week I was on there, it was so cool. And I was like, I literally would easily do this for free because I'm like, they're paying me to be on vacation because I'm playing at night, maybe 3-4 hours a night. And that's even more exciting than just being on a ship, because you can kind of make fans and, just have more fun meeting new people. And then during the day, you do whatever you want. Right. So sleep or go out to the ports, see everything. It really is kind of the dream job. And it was the best way for me to get out of Michigan. And I'm not saying Michigan's bad. It's just, there's a lot of places everywhere you kind of want to break out of. Like if you're stuck there, you get out of it. So that was an exciting thing. And then I went from there, did the whole Caribbean, as some people might say. And then did the Mediterranean, and I kept track of fans, like for every cruise that I was on. Like I got email list. I, had them follow me on Facebook. And then, so after that, I just started traveling the US, and I went through all the 48 States, played gigs, parties, people that saw me in ships wanted me to come over and stay and play at a party. And I think I did like 200,000 kilometers in like 2 years of driving. And yeah, it was every day, just somewhere else, and back, forth, up, down. Like there was no reason to it. Sometimes I went from the East Coast to the West Coast within like a few days just to make it to this side and then start playing those gigs. And it was awesome. And it was like a great way to save money. I mean, you're not paying rent, you're just paying, gas. And petrol for Aussies. I think you guys say petrol too, don't you?
No, gas.
Oh, you say gas.
Any of them said petrol
So,
in Latvia.
Fuel.
Fuel, yeah.
They have 3 different ways
Fuel.
of saying
Yeah.
everything.
And then so from then I was asked to do an Australian cruise, and so I jumped on that, and I did that twice, or 2 contracts. And the second one I met Emma, Hip Hoop Hooray, and she was literally living in the room next door to me, and she was a hula hooper, and she did aerials and like circus kind of stuff on the ship, and yeah, we hit it off, and then we got married, and yeah, and that's I think we're caught up.
It's an interesting story. I want to go back though about music first.
Yes.
How did music start with you? I know your father was a pastor, and then I'm assuming there must be some connection to the church in any way to your music.
Yeah, I mean, I played music, and I was in some bands, and I was in a band called the Church Punks.
Oh, really?
That's an interesting combination.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Sweden, I think, where they have a rock church. Well, everything sounds like metal and rock.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we weren't like a punk. Well, we weren't necessarily a punk band. We were just like a bunch of idiot kids from the church that we were.
That's
everyone
cool,
said we
though.
were punks because we'd run around and cause havoc.
Did you start early in music? What was your
No,
first
I was
beginning?
14 when I started playing guitar.
Okay.
And but I picked it up really quick, and I think that the main thing, people that play guitar, even if you wanted to start now, I know that you already play guitar, but for people in the chat, if like they wanted to start now, the best way to kind of grow is to have an audience. So like, if you know that you're playing for something, you're going to practice harder, and then when you play for people, you get better and better and better. But when you're just in your room by yourself strumming, it gets really boring because you have nothing to really play for. So
Well, it's like being on YouTube and making videos. Just you can either, we were saying the other night, if you just don't want an audience, you can sit around and watch them on your own computer, but it loses its drive. Every art needs an audience. It needs to, you need to feel it with somebody. You got to share it. It's very hard to keep it just to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And like YouTube is very interesting because I think that, people, they use it for therapy. Like they need to talk things out. They have something to say and they want to say it, and they are hoping that everyone is going to listen to it. Yeah. And really that's not the case.
That's right.
At least at first. But I think that, that's the best part about the live stream channel I have is anything that I really feel like I want to say, I can say it there. And then I'm not trying to make something out of it on my other YouTube channel, which most people, they don't sign up for it. Like they watched a ship video and they subscribed. They don't care if I have political views about this or that. Not that I do anything political on my other channel, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
if I wanted to, I can.
That's cool. It is, and it's kind of interesting that you did decide to separate them that way. Was that the initial reason why you did to have two channels?
Yeah. So, there's a thing called I created a thing called Julive, and this was the first time it happened was July. I went live every single day in July. Called it Julive, and
awesome.
I love that.
It was really fun, and I got a lot of fans and made some connections because that's where I was like, I need to connect to people. And I don't know how, so let me just do this. And, some people unsubscribed, whatever, like that's just cleaning the house and, getting rid of out with the people that don't want to be there.
Right.
And I wanted, it was such a success. And Nick Fam TV was a big supporter of that. I think he super chatted me so much. And I did like gigs and just like fun times, name that tune. And I'm doing that stuff on my other channel too. But July, I wanted to make into a fundraiser. So like Movember or something. So next year, July, everyone gets on it and they save, they get PayPal donations or super chats, and then they donate it to a charity. Like we'll create like a website and kind of show how much has been made, who's doing July, where to watch them, stuff like that. Because I think the whole concept of it is way bigger than my channel, and I wanted to get everyone else involved in it. And
awesome.
That's really cool.
That's a really great idea. Let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you guys want to be part of it?
Sounds amazing.
Live. I mean, you go live every day anyways, just about. So
Exactly.
all you have to do is slap the live on it.
At some point somewhere, Puša Studios is online.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. No, exactly. Well, why not? Great causes is always good, especially if community can stand behind it. Because we have been given this platform, why not to pass it along to somebody who needs it?
Guys, I just wanted to mention to everybody in the chat once again that we are getting a lot of server issues, and it's not just us. I just went and checked, and I'm seeing channel live streams going up and down. So please, if it starts that, just we apologize. We have no control over it. Just hit the refresh a couple of times, F5 on your keyboard. Do you know what it is on Mac? Because you use Mac, right?
You just hit the little refresh button at the top.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was a shortcut for it. I'm always saying F5, but I'm not familiar with the Mac version.
I'm not familiar with that either.
No problem.
If you buffer, don't suffer.
I have like the touch bar on my thing, and I don't even know where.
There you go.
I wanted to say hi to Joey, who joined us. He said he rushed home just to be here.
Joe knows how I feel about him. He's such a cool dude. And you guys were talking about this yesterday, and it kind of inspired me in a little ways. How you said, "Hey Joe, like he'll post like once a month, and it's like a movie premiere. Like everyone's so excited." And I was like, I know that a lot of people would hate it if I did it, but it's like, I kind of thought I need to do something more like that on Where's Danny Black? Like instead of just, pumping out content all the time, like maybe slow it down a little bit. But thanks. Gives a minute is in the chat. He said Command R on the Mac.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ivan, hi.
I'm going to try and remember that. So Command R or F5. Thank you so much. As I want to support everybody, including all platforms. So.
All platforms.
There you go.
You know what? He Gives a minute introduced me into something, and I'm using it right now, and it's called Speedify. And so what I do, like, because I have this internet that's not the best here at the house, and then I have like an Optus like Wi-Fi box as well, which is like a mobile one. And I can use I'm using Speedify to use both things, and so if one goes down a little bit, it picks it up on the other one.
Awesome.
I've heard of that, but I've never. Wow, it really works.
It's really cool. And I think I just bought it today for like, I paid like $8 a month, I think, US.
Okay.
And I mean, I do month to month because sometimes I'll be on a ship and I don't need it. So I'll just take it out.
Makes sense. Well, that's really cool. I'm glad it works.
That's a great
just check into that because then you can, if one's dying on you, then it'll pick up the slack on the other one. And then it also like will use both to make it even stronger. Like you'll get better data bandwidth and stuff like that. Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. There you go, guys. The first tip of the night.
Not sponsored.
Yeah. Speedify. That's how it's called? Speedify?
Speedify.
Yeah. There you go.
Speedify.
Oz by drone, better than F5 or whatever on the screen. There is a live icon. If the dot near it is gray, press the live thing and it will turn red again. There you go.
Did you guys get my my tweet with the panda?
Yeah, I retweeted it today.
No, the live one, not the Blue Wrench, but the live one.
No. I seen it on the group of yours today, but not on the Twitter. No.
And you just you sent it. I don't understand, through messages or.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll get it to you.
Right, the last thing I have
we got one panda with a wrench yesterday, and I retweeted it today.
I love that one, by the way.
Yes.
And I'm just looking through. No, I don't have anything yet.
I'm saying I tweeted it to you. I have a lot of followers on Twitter for some reason, and I don't do Twitter a lot. I don't know really what everyone kind of makes fun of me about Twitter because I tweeted it to you, but I didn't. Maybe I didn't do the right thing.
Usually we tell everybody to include the hashtag Blue Wrench Group because then it pops up in the most current.
Sometimes they get lost somewhere.
Gotcha.
Oh, here it is. 3 hours ago.
No, that's a different one.
That's a different one. Okay, that's a different panda.
We'll find it. We'll find the panda.
I just sent it to you in a message.
Oh,
perfect.
Perfect.
Because
this is an ad I use for when I do.
I love that.
Awesome.
Let me share this. I love that. There you go. How cool is that?
Because a lot of people with Name That Tune, it'll be like I'm on the next song and they're guessing the song before it, and I'm like, no, like you're not live.
I love it. That's really good.
Yes, I love that. I seen it on Facebook today.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
That is so cool. I really do love that. Yeah, that's very good. Be live, don't fall behind. That's so awesome.
I love in the outro. So I assume it's you and your wife that does all the moving around.
No, I don't know who does that. I just had the camera sitting there. And
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, so two animals on the beach are dancing on the outros of the videos.
By the way, do you want to meet my wife?
Yes.
If she doesn't mind, of course.
Most definitely. She's welcome to join us for as long as she'd like to. We love when it's couples. So.
Yes, of course.
Clyde, what's going on?
She's watching, so it's going to probably take her 15 seconds to hear us say that.
No problem. If she doesn't mind, for sure. I don't want to put her on the spot, but definitely would love to meet her.
Nah, she doesn't mind. Everyone, most people. Oh, there she is.
Awesome. Hi. There, from chat to the live stream.
Yes, see?
There's transformation.
How
Hi.
are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Finally, everybody's going to be happy because anybody who didn't know Danny was expecting to hear Australia and the accent and didn't get it. So now you're going to fill that void.
That's
So.
me.
Yeah.
That's why he lives in Australia.
By the way, shout out to Allison.
Awesome.
Hello, what's up?
Good live stream, guys. It's going really well.
Oh, thank you. It's so nice to have you. You're welcome to join us for as long as you'd like to. So
Yeah, if you want to pull up a chair,
Definitely.
Like,
go grab a chair. Bring in a hula hoop.
There's not enough space anymore.
that would.
My breaks. All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
I'll grab a chair.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm so glad you joined us. That's really cool.
And we got both of you. That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's Hip Hoop Hooray.
I love that.
And she does just hula hoop videos on her channel. And it's before you come back in, can you comment on the channel? Or no, actually,
I'll get the link. I have the link.
Yeah, Xenia's getting the link.
Don't worry,
so don't worry
about
about that.
I have the link.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can also do Hip Hoop Hooray like that too, I think.
Xenia takes care of most stuff in the chat while we're on, and then I do, I guess, more of the talking. She does
that's
more
good.
Of the hosting.
I like the duo, like the dynamic duo thing here.
I do it sometimes on my own, but it's just not the same. I feel like I'm missing
He
the whole
tries
time.
to do it on his own.
Oh, there you go. I tried. She's even good at correcting me. So.
Well, I know that I can't do the live stream on my own because I get all lost in technicalities. So I freely admit on that one.
I used to do them a while back, but then I stopped doing because it's just not the same. So.
Here, I'll put this camera.
Alana says, hi, welcome back. Great to have you here.
By the way, we have a giant cushion in here because this room is really echoey unless you have some kind of cushion to absorb the sound.
I thought it was in case the hula hoop goes array or something like that.
That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, I would be. I'd be taking out lights and everything. I can. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Is there anybody we should be shouting out? And the chat's going crazy, and I never know what to read.
Well, if there's going to be any questions, I'm going to catch them, and we're going to ask you during or at the end of the stream. So don't worry about that.
Okay. Well, I always like to say hi to people in the chat.
Well,
too.
you can take a moment and whatever you want and go ahead. That's fine.
Karen Summers is still up. That's great. Oh, Pusa Studios in here. That's awesome.
I never heard of them. I heard no.
Sorry, Pusa.
You sound like Lunatic Dad when he says our name. Pusa. That was the best advertising we ever had because nobody could get our name right. So instead of just saying, hey there, Bob and Jim, we got 2 minutes worth of it. I love it. Yeah. So it really is. That one is true. It wasn't planned, but it really worked out well for getting noticed in live streams.
My Aunt Joan is watching from Eden, Utah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Awesome.
Hi, how are you?
Woodruff. And Simply Beth, she won the last Name That Tune on Here Is Danny Black. And she gets to pick the next song I do on my next live stream gig. I have to learn it and sing it. And she picked Automobiles by NWA.
Oh,
And she did that on purpose. And it's a very
Interesting.
it's an interesting, actually it's a cool song. I like it. There's just a lot of words I'm gonna have to change. So I think I might turn it into a Christmas song and make it cheesy and like all I want is the presents instead of the other word that starts with the P.
You have lots of time at the editing table on that one, I guarantee you.
So yeah, that live stream gig was supposed to happen. I think it's gonna happen on Saturday night. So on the live stream channel, here's Danny Black channel.
You were talking about people that come Mukbang Sisters Welcome. They found us on your favorite video of ours was our Halloween special. They came.
Yeah, the cross-dressing episode. That was good.
Yeah.
You looked like I almost didn't want to watch because you looked like you were in so much pain. Like you're just like.
I have a newfound respect for women, and B, that stuff that you glue in your eyes, man, oh man, half my eye was sealed shut. I couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
And no glass.
That feeling when you like peel off your.
Is it like when you peel it off like the phone, like
the
that?
best feeling, yeah.
I know you guys like throwing childbirth back in our faces, but I think you can use those eyebrow things too, are about as equal. So nothing but total respect. Hats off to all of you. So
also, I want to shout out to let's see, Glenn Phillip and Shane Allwood, Funky Miller. These are all good people that are over on my live stream channel a lot, and yeah.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah,
us.
we really
That's
appreciate you guys
awesome.
coming over, and that really means a lot. So
it was a long drive, a long commute.
I have to shout out somebody right
sorry,
here. No, please. I just got a shock here. Beer Belly Travelers. My God, we haven't seen you in months. I know you guys kind of left
Man,
the
it must
YouTube
be a
scene
long
and
time.
all
They
that.
don't even have a wrench.
Yeah, I know. They used to. That's how long ago it was.
Yeah,
It takes it away after a while. If somebody's been gone a little bit, it will disappear.
Let that be a lesson to everybody.
Yes,
in the chat.
yes, you can't miss
Don't
it. That's a good selling tactic. Don't lose your wrench.
Karaoke Can is in. You were on their live stream
if you lose
today.
your wrench, you're out. You're not part of the family.
Oh my! Sorry, I got a shock when I seen them. Wow!
Karaoke Can is in. You were in their live stream today.
Yeah, I had a great time in the live stream.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for hosting me.
Awesome.
I never know where I'm going to end up. Like you said, Pusa's on somewhere on a live stream 24 hours a day, pretty much. So.
Oh, you guys! I'm gonna edit a theme song for you, but like we could do like Puša. Puša.
Push it real good.
Yeah,
That'd be
Puša.
awesome.
All the time.
Oh,
These kinds of ideas.
let me ask the chat. I have something I want to say. Okay, this is what she wakes up to in the morning too. I said, "What's the difference between a piano, a tuna, and a pot of glue?"
Trying to think.
What?
You can tune a piano, but you can't piano a tuna.
Oh my God, that's so bad. It's hilarious. I love
Oh
it.
my God.
Wait. Let me. Hold on. Let me do that again. What's the difference between a piano, a tuna, and a pot of glue?
I don't even remember at this point.
You can tune a piano, but you can't piano a tuna.
It's so funny. I just couldn't stop laughing. It's the perfect crowd stopper joke.
No, because there's more to that.
Glue.
And thanks you. Destination Chronicles brought it up.
He said, what about
the pot of glue? And I said, I knew you'd get stuck there.
Oh, there you go.
That's the real joke of it. Okay.
Nah, we didn't
Thank
get
you.
up.
Thank you, Destination Chronicles. I was waiting for that, and it was just.
Not only do we need hooked on phonics,
my
now
God.
I think we just got to go back to kindergarten and try it again.
Crickets, yes, crickets. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's
Oh
right.
my goodness.
Come on, crickets.
Well, thank you.
And Sticky Buds is really loving your Pusa. He's right into it. So.
Yeah, I love that too. Oh my goodness.
That is awesome.
Oh,
Ajo is so excited you're on tonight.
I love Ajo and
it's
Polly. Oh
Italian.
my gosh.
Yeah.
They're so cool. I'm like, come to Australia. I want everyone to just come out to Australia and visit us because we can come visit you guys. But, like I said on CreatorCast, we were talking about it in February, and then we were like, wait a minute. Let's look up the temperature in February.
What's it going to be like in February?
Yeah,
Wait.
let's save that for another time.
Montreal's a
But you
very
come here.
busy. Hey, I told you it's on our bucket list. We did Iceland,
Yeah.
and we want to go south. Well, we want to do Australia, New Zealand. That's exactly it. I want to go and do both of them.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody in the chat from New Zealand? Before I say don't go to New Zealand.
well, we have a natural.
The natural journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New Zealand's pretty though. There's just
Oh no.
not
New
that
Zealand's
much to
actually
do
really
there.
cool. New Zealand's really cool. You can do it. You can do it in a week.
There's just like no one there.
Well, it's kind of like Canada. See, Australia would be more like the U.S. and New Zealand would be more like us. And that's kind of the way it works. out, so
Absolutely. Absolutely.
A lot of our comedians do very well in New Zealand. We kind of have the same kind of outlook in that. So a lot of our comedians do tours down there for that simple.
Yeah.
I mean, Australia as well.
And it's the same thing like in Australia. Like if you see an Australian and you say, "Oh, are you from New Zealand?" Like they get offended, just like someone from America gets called Canadian, and they're like, "What? I'm not Canadian."
I think it usually happens the opposite. I think we usually get the American brand on us.
Yes. Well, and I think that happens to them too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't want to get those mixed up because that's pretty bad.
It's all good. I just get asked lots of questions that I was surprised I still get this day and age. I've had a couple electricity questions, which is interesting when you run a live stream, but hey.
Well, maybe you're on the bike, at the same time as you're live streaming.
That's right. We paddle it with
generating it.
It runs on seals. That's right. Seals power our live stream.
Man, chat is going off. I have two windows open. That's probably not helping.
Well, since you both guys are,
I have one for my live stream channel, and I have one for my Where's Danny Black channel.
Oh, you're a busy man multitasking.
I'll close one there.
Well, we're going to talk. You brushed lightly about how you guys met, but now that we have the missus in, I'd like to hear your point of view of how you guys met.
My point of view?
Yeah, your story. It usually differs a little bit, so I want to hear it.
We never really heard the details
of
it.
That's right.
Really.
Okay, well, we were both working on a cruise ship, the Pacific Pearl, out of Sydney was its home port to begin with. And I was on a 6-month contract. I think your contract was 4 months?
Yeah.
5 months or something. And we actually joined the ship on the same day. But we didn't really meet until like a couple weeks sort of after that, because I was in a different room to begin with, and it was complicated. And then anyway, we ended up living next door to each other, and because we both were in the entertainment team and we were both working at night, we kind of just started hanging out during the day and started going off on adventures like when we were in port and that kind of thing. And then one thing led to another, and then that was kind of it, really.
And people are like, "How did you get a girl like that?" And I'm always just like, "I'm a really good singer." Like that's how you know I'm good. I'm kidding.
I get the same thing too all the time.
Musicians, yeah. Well, there's a good meme out there. There's like guitars. That's exactly what they do, and it's like the guy with like a really ugly girl, and then he's got a guitar, a really hot girl. I love that. I think that's so funny.
We met on a video game by accident. It was a fluke when she was living in Latvia. That's how we started. So, a game we hated.
You met on a video game?
Yeah, called Second Life. And we didn't play the game. We just got met where they drop everybody. We just dropped in there, didn't like the game, but just started talking and stayed friends. And
destiny of 1 second, basically. Yeah. We all both got dropped at the same second, the same spot out of all of the spots in the game. And that's how it started.
Yeah.
Do you think people are doing that like on Fortnite and stuff?
You never know. I don't think they want to date anymore. I don't think they're interested in dating anymore.
Yeah, no, it was. I don't know if how familiar you are with Second Life, but it's more like a reality living. Like it's not like Sims, but more interactive. Like it has, you have a house and job, and there are clubs and stores and so on. It's kind of like Sims, but interactive. It was interesting. And then back then, I mean, the graphics that they had were amazing. I was stunned, really, actually. So like almost lifelike, and that was like more than a decade ago,
Yeah.
So that's how we met. Halfway around the world.
That's a beautiful story.
Well, that's why with you guys,
Joe made a really bad joke too.
Oh, did he?
We just bought a couch at the Sofa King. Couldn't resist. His prices are so Sofa King low. That's
bad but funny.
Oh, hey Joe.
Good day, Joe. Crickets.
Crickets.
Crickets with love. Crickets with love.
Hashtag dead air.
Yeah. So now, since you are married, are you when you go on a ship? Do you go as a couple? Like, do you both go at the same time to the same cruises, or how does it work now?
Yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah, so like if they hire me on as a musician, that's when they always do it. I can bring in like a family. I can bring in like a guest. So like gives a minute. He went on a Fiji cruise with me at one point.
Oh, nice.
And so like we'd bunk beds and stuff like that. And that was actually last year.
Bunk beds.
Sometimes we have bunk beds.
Bunk
So she can go on any cruise that I'm on, but also P&O, great company to work for. They like a lot of the videos that I do, and sometimes they'll hire us on for content creation. So like I'll make a video, or like in addition to playing, I'll make a video and then she'll come on and do like Instagram stories and stuff like that.
Instagram and like little like, you know, boomerangs and that kind of thing.
Nice.
Oh yeah, we'll go on board and take some content from actually on the ship, whereas their social media people don't get to go on board that much, so they don't actually get very much content from actually on the ship. So that's what we do for them.
Awesome.
Yeah. It gives them it's the greatest time ever. Yeah, it was very fun. And it, you know, like even the vlogs, I think one of the ship video, that sounds funny. The ship video I made is like second highest on my list on that one. And it was good. I also like, I think that you talked about this. I don't know why I just thought about it, but how you said something about you don't have to have all the best gear to make good videos and stuff. And yeah, my most popular video was all done on an iPhone. Yeah. I mean, the iPhone 10, it's not like cheap, but
no, but still you don't need. I seen that a lot. We had a business, long story short, after we got married in Iceland, we loved it. It closed our other business and started a business there doing some tours. And I seen dentists and doctors get off of the bus with $20,000 worth of gear. You know, the type, they get the 3 DSLRs hanging off their neck, $10,000 in glass.
They got the like belts with
exactly.
That's
right. They're like guerrilla journalists all of a sudden. And I seen their pictures, and it's like, that's a point and shoot. Like, you had all that, and it's awful. You're, first of all, on autofocus on everything. You don't know what you're doing with all of it. It's not their bad pictures. They're nothing great. But somebody can show up with a $200 camera and take pictures that blow your mind. Yes, it's nice to have expensive gear, but you don't need it. It won't make you a better at your trade. It will help accent it, but you need that instinct in you at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think I'm a big fan of storytelling. I think that telling a story is the most important part, and not babbling on. So like, I try not to live streams. You babble on. That's just what it is. Mm-hmm. But you know, when you can edit it out, and if some people, like, I'll watch a video and they say the same thing like 10 times, I'm like, you literally just had to say it one time. Yeah, and that's it.
100%. But you know, even live streams too really do have a lot more. It depends how you take them, and that's what I was saying the other night. Like, we really try to take the same approach to our live streams as we would with our cinematography. You can turn on Hangouts, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's different approaches, and I feel if you really got to discipline yourself to remember that you can make this into an art form as well. Story, beginning, middle, end. You know, hooks for people, whatnot. And that's the way to grow, because live streams are still pretty new. Bless you.
I knew that was coming. I was like, scratching my nose.
By the way, so this is my live stream channel. I made a pledge that if I get to 200 subscribers, I have to delete my addiction, which is Candy Crush. I'm going to delete that app.
Over 200 subscribed. Wow, you are dedicated.
12 more, and I have to delete Candy Crush, and I will do it, and I'm gonna cry.
Are you unsubscribing as you go, so you don't have to?
Guys, get that link out there. I guess we're gonna help them get away from Candy Crush. I don't know.
YouTube.com/X. Here's Danny Black. The reason I have the X is because I like the idea of here's Danny Black, but it's so close to where is Danny Black. So the X takes the place of the W, and it's also like X marks the spot. Here I am.
That was very smart. I think I really like that.
Yeah, I'm dropping the links in the chat all the time. So guys, if you can go and check that out.
Let's get them off of Candy Crush. I've never done a shout out like this in my life.
If I see this pop on, I'm going to be really sad.
Be amazed.
I'm going to have to delete.
Happen.
Like, what am I going to do when I'm,
what are you going to do
in the
with all your
toilet?
free time?
I'm gonna have to get stuff done. Start making some music.
It's terrible.
I also said if that channel ever got to 1,000 subs, I was gonna give away a Phantom 4 to one of the people that are there. But I feel like by the time that happens, at the rate it's going, the Phantom 4 is gonna be so outdated.
It's gonna be a vintage collection.
Kind of worried after you described your attachment to Candy Crush. I was scared you were going to say at 1,000 you guys were going to divorce. You were going to get rid of your wife.
Whoever's the thousandth, whoever,
Oh my
whenever we get
God.
to 1,000, what we could say is like, if we ever have a child or a fur baby, we will let someone name it.
You said that, not me.
Child.
I didn't agree.
Wow.
With this.
Yeah, you're all for that without
were
even hearing
first
it. Yeah.
FYI.
I love this. No more Candy Crush support.
I can't wait till they have little Pusa. I'm going to be so excited.
Pusa.
That'll be my life mission. You think we're on a lot now? I'll be on night and day campaigning.
Oh my God.
Pusa.
Oh, yeah.
Send it to them.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, this is funny.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. Ready?
Oh.
Ready?
Okay.
This is what we do. This is all we do on the live stream. Let's see. Push it.
It's the best dance move. I
Puša
think.
Studios.
Push it real good.
Push it real live. That's what you
Push
need.
it is live.
I've-
Yeah, that's gonna be your
I've
your-
never seen somebody play that on a guitar before.
That's what a lot of people say whenever I play anything.
Oh my God.
Now we'll have to cut that out, you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
right.
not copyrighted.
We're just
Yeah,
sampling.
I nailed that one. It's so on.
Play it 30 more times. We can call it sampling the same part over.
Well, I'm gonna dedicate, and once I delete Candy Crush, I'm gonna record an intro song.
I love it.
So it's not copywritten.
That's awesome.
For-
I
just
love
for
it.
you.
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Believe me. I think that's
MU Free Music. We can partner together and we can make that.
MU Free Music, our sponsor for all our music on here.
Oh yes,
Excellent
we
music.
love MU. Yes.
Yeah, I use him. Good stuff. I want to see his face or her face.
Well, that just the song we use on the wheel all the time. It's become so synonymous. We're gonna have to like negotiate exclusivity rights at some point.
Oh my God! Don't even get us started on your wheel because we
It was like
We
I
were
was
both sitting there.
actually addicted.
yeah, we were both in the kitchen on our laptops, just like, okay, the wheels going. Get ready. They're gonna say the thing.
I was like yelling from the other
And
end. I was
we're
like,
like-
Daddy,
We're like,
it's
we have
going."
all of our devices on it too because we're like, which one's the fastest one? Which one's the most live?
Yeah, I had like my phone and my computer.
Oh, I love that.
I swear, I'm the first person to put it in there, and then like, it's never on your list because somebody, like, you're like,
Yeah.
number 15. I'm like, sweet, that'll be me. Don't even see my name there.
Well, like I told you the other night, it was just something to make it besides a regular shout out to make it more exciting, more interesting.
Yeah, you're there. It's just way below probably because of
You need to
internet.
add more numbers into that, like, so it's like, you know.
Have you not
40.
seen me count already? Do you think adding more numbers
really
is a good thing?
I think we had 10 first. Did we have
Two.
10? Did we have 10
Sorry?
first or something?
No, we had we went right to 16 on that one.
Yeah, maybe.
did we?
I
Maybe
thought
it
we
was.
had less first, like first couple ones.
Yeah, I
and
think
then
we
extended it.
did. Yes, 10. I think.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
it just because if people wouldn't be spamming, it would be easier, you know. But because people put other stuff in, and you get caught into repeats, and then if somebody starts arguing.
That happened. She said that somebody just put in 2 random letters, and then everyone started following it before you got to the
It's so annoying.
Yeah, it's so annoying because I feel bad for everybody.
dedication. It's dedication. I love it. It's funny. And this is, by the way, people that are in the chat, this is Puša Studios, and they do a wheel every now and then. Creepy was saying, "Where's the wheel?" They do the wheel you do it 2 times a week?
Yeah, it's coming up tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, our daytime one for our European friends. So
All right.
yeah,
European.
we do Sunday night at well, every show is at 7 p.m. except for Thursday. We do it 1 p.m. because they always stay up late. They're kind of caught in the middle of all this, so
Yeah.
we did one earlier.
I know how it is. Yeah. Everyone kind of bothers me about that in the North American.
Sorry, hey, Joe just informed us
Yeah,
that he
just-
won a car on the wheel.
Yeah. There you go, guys. You could win anything.
Daytime wheel. It's like daytime TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
I want you guys to get like Ksenia, like to like dress up like Vanna White to spin the wheel at some point.
Yeah, I could go for that.
Well,
Or actually, sorry, Andrew, you could do it.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go for that one, but.
well, weren't you supposed to do a maid's outfit or something?
Anyways, I can't hear you over all the static. I can't hear
I
a
don't
word you're
know.
saying.
That's what people were asking for on Sunday.
Just
Yeah.
your mic's not coming
And
in.
MU says he's a guy, so there you go. Now we know.
Yep, thank you so much for confirming. Well, we did our first. Yeah. 193.
Oh my God!
Can't delete it yet.
Is your heart beating?
Subscribers today.
I wish
Oh, no.
karaoke can. I wish.
I feel like I'd need to delete it on this show, but at the same time, it'd be good to delete it on the
Thank you,
actual channel.
Of
live
course.
stream, so. I think what I'll do is I'll do a bonus stream, and I will literally play Candy Crush for 30 minutes, just playing on the
That'll be
live
the most
stream,
interesting stream ever.
and then delete it.
Don't say anything. Don't say hi. Don't say anything. Share screen.
No, it'll be
Not a
just
boom.
screenshot.
Yeah.
You can see the screen, the iPad screen, like it's gonna be right on the screen. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Put the mic close to your nose so they just hear you breathing. They know there's a human there, and that's it. I love stuff like that. I'd like to do that kind of Andy Kaufman type of thing now and then. I think that's so
Yeah, just
interesting.
random gives them it has an ASMR channel, and if you don't know what ASMR is,
Yep.
it's like you turn up the microphone and you talk about it.
It makes
It's like
The look at his face when he was doing it was priceless.
sorry, what was the look on my face?
The eyes. Yeah, that's it.
Rich.
The day we did one shout out for Shanette ASMR, we did it. She got picked, and we did it all in ASMR style, and it was the echo. We're like, "Oh my God, I'm so excited! This is so amazing! I'm sorry, I'm screaming in your ears, but I just want to get more subs. Come on, guys, we can do this. Come on! No, I'm sorry, I'm yelling, but I have to get some support." And that was like that for about 3 minutes, I
Yes.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah. People have been asking if you want to have your own ASMR channel. So, Mr. Puša ASMR, I think it's
That
coming.
and auctioneer is our other favorite one, but I'm running out of
maybe
wind
when we
doing
hit
that.
5,000, that's what we're gonna do, Mr. Puša ASMR
Yeah.
channel.
That auctioneer,
Well,
I could do it, and then I want to go to sleep for 10 hours. That's the most draining thing that I'm sorry I ever came up with in my life.
Well, it's your talent. It's your hidden talent.
I don't know
so-
what talent, but it makes me lightheaded.
Someone is asking in the chat if we were doing working on all of the RV, and that's an interesting question. But yeah, so this is our RV that we have sitting out front. Looks like this.
Yeah, that is so
Ooh,
cool.
Nice.
That is awesome.
And yeah, we're working on it. We've been kind of renovating it a little bit, and someone's actually going to rent it out for 3 months. Kind of at they're working at a festival that's out here, and instead of living out of a tent, they're just going to live out of that, which is great.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we wanted to move somewhere and put it out as like an Airbnb, because it's so cool looking. And
Yeah.
inside it looks tiny. It fits in a regular car spot, but it actually has so much space inside of it.
It
And
has like a couch, like full table, like full kitchen,
Pool.
double bed,
Pool table,
tennis court.
Jacuzzi.
Oh, yeah.
Jacuzzi with the spare tire goes.
Football field.
And then when you lose the tire, you just hang out in the jacuzzi. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's really cool, though. That would take off. I could see that, too. It's got that little bit of quirkiness that people traveling down there would just, be so attracted to. Like, we would see that and think, this is amazing. Like, yeah, we got to sit in a couple of nights here when we're seeing stuff
But
like
you
that.
know, I think we got it too, because we were like, oh, this is gonna boost our subscribers. Everyone's gonna be obsessed with this, and it didn't do that at all. Like,
Really?
you think yeah, if you build it, they will come, right?
Mhm.
Like, YouTube is just something that you can't expect unless you get lucky, but you can't expect to grow fast.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
you post and then you just walk away from it. Like, my other channel, which is great, because the live stream channel, which I'm 5 away from deleting Candy Crush.
Uh-huh.
Ever since I started that, I don't pay attention to the numbers on the other one, and I'll go back to like, oh, I have I'm getting close to 5,000.
That's crazy.
And when I get to 5,000, I did something at 500 and 1,000. And what I do is I get that many M&Ms and say like, these are how many subscribers I have. And so I'm going to do a 5,000 M&M one and figure out
We
what.
had M&Ms in the house for like months.
Yeah. So when we did the 1,000 one, I actually had to leave on a USA road trip, and she stayed behind, and I came back and all those M&Ms were just.
Oh my
Go on.
god.
Me and the two kids, I think you might see 3 days, and that's just being polite in front of the audience. I think we'd eat them like Christmas turkeys.
I figured, maybe at one point I can get sponsored by Eminem, when I hit 1 million and I have to do it a million subscriber.
It's always good to do stuff like that.
A blow up like kids.
Yes.
Yeah. Diamond the thing of M&M's.
Wow.
That'd be great.
That'd be cool.
Isn't it funny how, and that is a great idea.
Yeah.
Well, that's the after fact.
Yeah.
Who else can say they bathed in a pool full of M&Ms? Come on, it's worth taking a risk.
If it was out here in Queensland, they'd be melting pretty quick.
Yeah.
Melting.
But that's what's funny about YouTube. Like, if you tell people who aren't involved in this, you were to tell them what you just said, it'd be such a blank look on their face. But people on here are like, oh, that's a great idea, and I love that. And what if you add corn syrup? Like they'll think of anything to even make it a little more bizarre, because they get it for ratings and like interaction. But anybody else that's not involved with this, it completely goes over their head.
It's so confusing, especially because it's almost 2019, and when I'm on the cruise ship and I'm walking around with my camera and talking to it, like, when I'm editing it and I do it right and I'm not like embarrassed or anything, and I'm just like really confident, like editing wise, I'm like, dude, that was great. It was perfect. It looks like you're talking to the people watching, which is what you want. But then, when you're walking around and you see people in your peripherals where they're like, oh my gosh, look at that guy. He's walking around talking to his camera. Yeah. It makes you feel stupid. But at the same time, they're probably just thinking, oh, I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
And they're probably going, oh, he must be a really good like YouTuber. He's like, I've seen people do that. But in your head, you're going, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. I don't want to talk when people are around.
Yeah, I know. That's supposed to be something to get over in vlogging, because I still find it hard, and forget even the embarrassment part. I can't even get used to talking to a camera. I find that so hard to do, to like zone out and say, okay, now I'm talking to an eventual audience. I always just see glass, and I try to break that wall, and I just can't seem to get past it. Any advice to anybody that's feeling that way?
You have to like think of the people that you're talking
to. With the live stream channel that I have, like I'll do live sailaways and stuff, and I know that there's an audience there, and I see their questions, and I don't feel as stupid because there's people actually watching me, and I've been able to take that and bring it over to the camera and not feel stupid, because I know that there's people watching me. Like, it's a great practice. So like when you do the live stream, and
that's cool.
And then you always, when people ask you how many people are watching, you always add an extra 3 zeros to it.
Yeah, that's right.
Way more impressive.
Yeah, that's another thing every YouTuber is great
watching?
at.
10,000 people.
Yeah, that's right.
10 people. Good times.
But even when you start live streaming, I mean, that's something too we were saying the other night, and you guys as well. When you first start out, and you only have, you don't start off with huge numbers most of the time, but you got to make them feel that way. The same as you want your video to take off, you don't want your users to feel ripped off. It's so important, even in live streams, to never get down about the number that's in your chat, but to celebrate the ones that are there.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just, I think that too, like it's like, be careful what you wish for, because a lot of people want to get famous, and I see things happen where I get on the verge of like where I could do something. Like there's I have an opportunity to pitch some travel channel kind of stuff to like Netflix and Hulu, and like I have someone that wants me to, like, he's got an in with him, and he wants me to make a promo video to get on that. And the thing is that my life is pretty good. Like when you get happy in life, like why would I want to like throw a wrench in it and like mess it all up? So like I worry about getting too big to where it's not fun anymore and it just becomes a job. And I think that's something that worries me a bit. Well, so be careful what you wish for, because when you start getting famous and then you have to watch everything you say, that doesn't, I think it used to be awesome to be famous, and now I think that it's like everyone that's famous is like, this kind of sucks because I can't even say my own opinions.
Restrictions, and you can't say this, or you can't wear this, or you can't look like this. You have to be endorsed by this person, or like whatever. Yeah.
You see, I grew up in 80s was, I guess, my time. I'm 44, and it was easier for them back then because everybody that was rich could show they were rich, because you can't today. You're almost like nailed to a cross if you show anything that shows that you have the wealth, because then you're like bragging, you're throwing in people's faces.
Yeah.
But back then was a celebration of excess. So really all they got just made them more and more accepted by the public. It's a complete different mentality now. People don't want to see that kind of thing. And even the stars themselves on YouTube or wherever, yes, there's some that still do the bling thing, we know, in certain genres of music. But a lot of the YouTubers especially, they're quite within themselves. They don't get as many overstated cars. They don't get as many overstated mansions. You don't hear that kind of talk as much now.
Except for like the Paul brothers and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, I call them the boy bands of YouTube. Yeah. There's always going to be some, there's always going to be some manufactured stuff. And I mean, we could hate on them for years, but what can you say? They're going to be there no matter what we want. So.
Yeah. And it's funny too, with like Casey Neistat, when he stopped, I didn't get it. I was like, why would you stop? This is like perfect for you. And as I've been doing this more and more, I get it. Like it makes more sense. Like, dude, it's easy to lose your excitement for it when it's not like fun anymore. Like when it's becoming a job. So kind of nice being at a low level, but at the same time, you want to see your channel grow, because it's almost like bragging rights. You could be like, oh, I got 100,000 subscribers. And then people are like, whoa, but by the time I hit 100K, that's not going to be a very like good number anymore. It's going to be like, oh, you got to have 100 million to be like really cool.
Well, yeah, the sky's the limit. And I always tell everybody that everybody in this chat right now, take Casey Neistat or anybody, oh, he's getting close. He's 4 away from deleting his Candy Crush.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, that's okay.
We are excited.
Yeah, I don't know what to.
I'm excited.
She's excited. I love that. She's like paying people right now to go and join.
Come on.
Yeah. He's like, you could be giving me back rubs at night, not playing Candy Crush.
Or like cleaning, or like.
I think
the link is in the description, and I'm dropping it in the chat too. So if you haven't,
unbelievable. I love it.
Oh my god.
We're swimming.
And I also loved on your wheel channel. Yeah. Your wheel video thing.
Yeah.
The first guy you got on, and he had like he was just about to get to 100, and then you just shouted him out, and everyone wanted to get him over 100, and I thought that was so cool. Like I know what you're saying 100 is like the hardest.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
It's the most exciting because it's your first taste of the benefits of YouTube. It's the first time you really start to feel like you have a chance of getting through this, that you are a YouTuber. Yeah. I find it's probably the most exciting number, even more than 1,000, to be honest.
Yeah. I think, too. Another reason I started with it is because I grew everything on Facebook, and it was great. And then they changed all their algorithms, and they were basically saying, we want you to pay money to reach your own audience now. Right. And so if I want, like, I'll post something that's really cool and nobody sees it. It says, 5 people have seen it. Now I have over 12,000 on Facebook.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of, I post stuff there every now and then, but I was like, to actually reach people and connect with people, I needed to get on YouTube. And then trying to get people from Facebook to YouTube is near impossible.
Oh, yes. So
I thought, okay, this is going to be so easy to get everyone over. They're going to be subs. And it took so long to get from, I started out with 100 already, which was great because I've had content earlier. And it just took, I think it took like 6 months to get to 500.
Oh.
Just even no one hopped over. Nobody even knew it. Like that YouTube was a thing. Yep. Everyone I talked to would be like, YouTube, I don't have a thing. Sorry. It's like, you can create one. And you probably already have one if you have Gmail. Like people don't understand how to hit subscribe, and the fact that
people who don't even know what like subscribing is.
And everybody's excited that you have to subscribe to the X Here Is Dating Black to get the
link in the chat, guys.
Follow the link, guys. Follow the link, guys.
You guys are fun.
A lot of people on Facebook are terrified of YouTube. It's very common. Out of all the social medias to cross with, it's one of the hardest ones to bring that break. And you tell them to go over, and you're like my mother at first, or my friends even, like, you can just come over and watch us. You don't even need to make an account. Just come over and check it out. And it's like they think you're selling them like a timeshare somewhere. There's some catch somewhere that they're gonna get caught into account.
I know what it is, because my grandparents did this. They saw it at the end, I'm like, subscribe to my channel or whatever. And they told me, they gave me like a Christmas present, which was money or something. And they're like, we figured we'd give you money like money instead of buying your subscription on YouTube, because they thought, you know, when they grew up, or like subscriptions was like to a newspaper or to a music service or whatever, you have to pay money to subscribe. And so they didn't like, I think people think that, some people do think that you have to pay to be a subscriber. And when I told them the truth, and then, you know, just got on their phone and created their account and liked my channel. That's like my mother. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something in December, and I'm gonna call it. This doesn't have a takeaway from like July does, but I'm calling it Destreamber. And she smacks her head every time I come up with stupid stuff like that. Because I had Streamtember and all that stuff too planned, but I want July to be like the ultimate thing. But Destreamber is just, I'm testing the waters. On my live stream channel, I'm gonna go live every day, but 10 of those days I'm gonna be 10 of those days I'm going to be out at sea and I can't stream. And so I'm going to get 10 hosts to host on my channel. Maybe I can have you guys host on one of those. If you want, just take it and just be like, hey.
Awesome.
But anyway, so that's the Destreamber. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to go live
already.
on Facebook as well. Would you say? Would you?
I missed it.
Oh, wait. My mother-in-law, she had to pay.
What are you on?
Thanks for smoking Joe.
Welcome to Canada after it's legalized.
No.
It's legalized. That's right.
Yeah, it is, but I'm not. All good.
So.
And it's a good idea. It was just when you said it at first, you were like Edison with the light bulb. It was such a profound moment in your life to say it to streamer. You're like, Destreamber. Destreamber. But it's an interesting concept. I like the idea.
But I'm gonna go live every day on YouTube on my live stream channel, not my other channel, because that's just gonna be a July thing. But I'm gonna go live on that, and then I'm gonna go live on my Facebook page every day as well, like before that one, to say come on over to the other one, and just to see what that does, to see if that helps. Because the other thing about YouTube is there's longevity to it. You know, it's a search engine. People aren't going on Facebook to type in like cruise ships or like Australian road trips, and then they won't see my video, right? But they do on Google, and then they see my video from that. And I think that, but with live streams, there's nothing really. It's almost like the part of the moment. Like it's not a longevity thing. No one's going to be really looking up old streams. Sometimes they will, depending on your content. But I think that it looks like Joe's he's in on a Destreamber. You have to say it like that. Light bulbs.
I loved it. I loved it. So inspired in the morning.
And she smacked her head.
October one that you had? Tiptober.
Tiptober. And then you said, well, I'm not going to even go with it, but it's Tiptober.
Yep. Nope, it's not. Yeah, that's what I had more videos. This is what I
put up with. Yeah. Like 24/7.
Yeah. That's how. Okay, kids, if you want a beautiful wife, you gotta be cheesy. The cheese wins every time.
How are we doing on numbers for your channel?
We're still. It says 196.
Yeah, it's going.
Guys, come on now. Come on.
Well, the channel's doing pretty good.
I don't want to cut in, guys, but I have breaking news. It's going to be very exciting, folks. There you go. Do you want to subscribe to us right now and help us celebrate the 28th time we've hit 4,100 the last week? Would you like to be part of this? Because we've hit it about literally 25 times in the last week.
Did you hit it?
No, we've hit it. We've been back and forth.
All day today.
All week we've hit it. Like I'm not joking, like 8 to 9 times we've been at 4,100. So there you go. If you want to jump in on the 12th round of celebrating with us, YouTube is in such a mess lately. It's one of the worst. And not like some people say, oh, well, you went to a channel and got a bunch. I've seen 2 and them go down. Actually get 2 and lose 5. So
maybe it's those people messing with you. Like there's people that, like you say, people that hit down, like you have haters for some reason.
Sometimes this one though, I mean, everybody's getting it right now because the algorithm is in such a mess with the migration of the servers from Google. They're also getting ready to start implementing the beta studio as the alpha. That's all causing. They're also getting more rigid. And one thing I think I maybe mentioned the other night, they're starting to say you subscribe to my channel. They're not. People think they're unsubscribing. Nobody unsubscribes unless they hate you. It's a way too much work. They forget about you and move on.
And we did that with your channel. We were getting on. Everyone's like, I got you, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get everyone back, and then like it goes up and then down, and you're just like, what happened there?
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought people were doing that on purpose. But yeah, it's just
most people don't care.
Maybe I should delete Candy Crush at 201 just in case it pops back down to 199.
Well, yeah,
like,
you want to make sure you're up there.
Oh no, it just changed to 197.
Somebody asked what level are you on Candy Crush?
Let me tell
you don't want to know.
I'm at 3600 or something like that.
But then I have a question. Is it connected to your Facebook?
Yeah, but if you delete it, it's gone. Because I tested that out because I downloaded it. I play it on my iPad and I downloaded it on my phone and I connected it to Facebook and it starts at the very beginning.
Oh yeah, I thought it just starts where you are. Okay.
That's what
It doesn't say it. It doesn't save your progress.
Well, then what's the time?
Oh, okay. Well, my goodness.
Oh no, I'm at 2 away.
Guys, let's get at it.
All right, if we get it while I'm on the show, I will delete Candy Crush on my phone and then I'll delete it on my other live stream channel on the iPad, the one that's.
Well, Gangsta Gaming just got us back over to 1,005. So that's funny. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah.
I just got a message in the chat. Thank you. That'll be going. That'll be going.
You know what I think you guys need to do with that blank background? You need to like put yourself into like different places, locations, like green screen.
I thought of it, but and this is a serious note. I would thought of it, but I don't want to go down the green screen route because we're more of a videography channel and we're trying to go another direction.
I was just saying it as a joke. Like,
yeah, no, but some people, because some people really have told us,
especially because we have bought a shelf in the summer to put behind us to display all the things that people have sent us during this couple months, their merch, their gifts, and mugs and all the other stuff that they have merch. Yeah, people have been sending us things and we have them here, but you can't see them. So we wanted to put them behind us, and in the summer
she doesn't understand that we have our camera close to us, and the shelf would have to be just a little yay over our heads, and every time we get up, it's gonna be in.
You bump your head.
Thank you. Thank you from down under.
Therefore,
I appreciate that.
Eventually, there is going to be a flat shelves coming in there, so we can display all the things.
My flat head when I hit it.
All the things that. Well,
how tight is that room? Can't you push that desk a little bit further?
Of course, Daddy.
But then
that's what I'm
us too
talking
much.
about, Danny. You get me. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But
Thanks,
all
Danny.
the merch is gonna be here, like all the people's stuff that they have been sending, because we want to display it. They've been nice enough to send it to us. So
I hope everybody will unsubscribe from Danny's live stream. Hey, there you go. You beat me to the punch.
All right. I'll delete it on the phone here in a second in front of you.
Yep,
guys,
that's right, guys.
I'm waiting to see because I feel like once I delete it, it's gonna drop. Everyone's gonna unsubscribe.
All right, guys, hit him with the emojis. Hit him with the emojis. Let's celebrate him losing Candy Crush here. Hit with the emojis. This is the weirdest shout out I've ever done in my life. So.
I'll
Crush
do a bonus
is
stream
dead.
today on my channel, my live stream channel, deleting it on my iPad. Okay, that'll happen later on.
Everyone's like, no.
No, I was addicted to that game. I feel like I should make like a video. Like, did you ever see that Papyrus SNL sketch? Papyrus.
No.
Where he makes fun of what's the guy's name? The actor, Ryan Gosling.
Oh.
And he's just like he goes to psychiatrists and stuff, and he's just so mad that Avatar used the font Papyrus. Like, it was so lazy.
Avatar
The movie Avatar that made $500 billion.
Oh, okay. Now I get you.
They just lazily they highlighted it, went down Papyrus. Please watch that video. It is the funniest video. It's just called Papyrus SNL, and it is so funny how they put it together. And I was like, I should do something like that with Candy Crush. Like,
that would be an option. That would be interesting.
Be like, hi, my name's Danny, and I'm
Yeah.
I'm a crusher.
Well, a moment
She's like
of
knocking on the
silence.
bathroom door. Why are you in there so long? All right, I'll do that. I'll make something like that.
I'm thinking like a PewDiePie moment, where he does that there. How could this happen to me? He puts on the dramatic music and the bad emojis and all that. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Joey said that you should sing the Candy Crush.
Like, like a homeless person, and it could be like, need some sugar crush, or need some the sprinkle cookie or whatever.
The freckles or whatever.
We'll dance for Candy Crush.
We'll dance. I dropped one. So
guys, keep it coming
is that
there.
YouTube doing that?
Guys,
yes.
Guys, don't you want him to lose his obsession and take away some happiness? I mean, isn't this what we're all here for tonight?
Before I delete it,
Please take away some of his
I'll delete it. I'll delete it right now on my phone. Okay. So
here we go, guys. The moment of truth.
okay.
Sticky Bud says now I can beat his high score.
Silence.
Okay. So this is just on the phone. That was going nowhere anyways, but as a symbolic thing for thanking everybody or for subscribing. Oh,
How does
look,
it?
I didn't even
How does it feel
people
like?
Got
really
another one
that.
for doing it.
How does it feel like now?
That was nothing. That was nothing, by the way. That was the one I just downloaded anyways. But I'm gonna do a bonus stream later on the iPad and delete it there. So that's gonna be. We can do it like a funeral, like.
People, we're trained professionals
We're
here.
black.
Please do not delete your Candy Crush at home. Thank you very much.
Wait, what did he just say?
We are trained professionals. Please do not delete your Candy Crush at home. We do not promote the deleting of Candy Crush. Thank you.
Oh,
It's gonna be like quitting smoking, you know. Actually, there's a
Play
guy
responsibly.
that follows me, Stephen McLaughlin, and he said if I quit Candy Crush, he will stop smoking. So I'm doing it for him.
Heavy Metal Magnet says his girl is like, thank God.
Oh, she's addicted to Farmville.
No. Oh.
Yeah. There's a typical female answer right there. You're too addicted. You're too this. Stop playing on that all the time. Why don't you do something? That is so typical. I'm not addicted to it.
I don't play it as much as Candy Crush.
Look, I'm cooking. I'm not playing my game.
By the way, you see Creaky in the chat. You should get him on your show sometime. He worked in the industry. I think we talked about him on CreatorCast, but he's worked in the industry. He's got a lot of really, really good and interesting things to say.
yeah,
and
we already
advice.
followed him. We already followed him. I already checked you out. I stalked you and did everything what you shouldn't and should do. So Creaky, we know everything about you.
She's good like that. She did that to me. Yeah, she did that to Ben on.
Oh,
Gives
yeah.
a minute.
That's good.
You know, that's been the greatest thing about you're talking about numbers and growing. For us, that's been the greatest thing is the more people we get to talk to. There's so many interesting people in this world of YouTube, and I find it phenomenal every time we get to talk to somebody. And it doesn't matter if they have 500 subscribers or 10,000 or whatnot. Everybody has such amazing stories.
If they have 5, though.
No, hey, if they have something that can blow my socks off.
Well,
I'm
we reviewed one on Sunday. The person had 3, and we got him at 100.
Yeah,
we got him.
we got him to 50.
50 some. Yeah,
something, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that was the wheel. Yeah.
yeah.
And you were good. You were like, this is your chance, man. Start creating real content, because he had like 3 videos that were just him.
Try to get him
nothing,
pumped. Well, the whole thing of it is, and even when you come to those, you got to cast a big net to catch some good fish. And I don't want to say you subbed everybody, but also not a sub snob. You got to give everybody a try. I found so many channels by going through that, but of course you got to accept the fact there's some not going to ever come back again. They subbed you for the simple reason subbing you. But the way I look at it, if you don't get into it, you're never going to get to meet anybody. So I would rather, at least it gives me a chance. Like Heavy Metal Magnet, he does magnet fishing. And what they do is they have these different magnets that they throw them out, and they actually go fishing. They clean up as an environmental thing. They get old spark plugs and all the mess from under lakes and stuff, wharfs, and they find watches. Exactly. Like once I heard it, I was like, what the hell is heavy metal? And I was hooked. I'm like, this is so awesome. I never would have even heard of something like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a metal music.
Yeah. Well, that was my first thing. I was like, okay, the guy's a music guy, and
Yeah.
Well, that's what I thought too for metal for breakfast. That
yes,
YouTube, I thought the same thing. I thought, it's like you judge a book by its cover here. Like you see their name and you're just like, like Old Hag. Do I want to click on Old Hag?
I love them.
Oh no, the other one that you have, God, the Good One. I think that's a hilarious name.
Yeah.
God, like, because there's so many gods. But I'm the good one.
Well, there's lots of things. There's best friend in your thread that we love that one. There's I pick my butt. That comes all the time.
It's funny when you say that, you're like, I pick my butt. Hi. It's like, if you just tune in and you didn't know what was going on.
And everybody turned into the high school kids like for 10 minutes, in the chat doing the jokes and stuff. So.
That was
yes.
so funny.
Any other good names out there? Let's see.
Idiot of the Day is a great one. But I pick my butt every time he's in a live stream. I think I get so excited like a school. I just can't wait to start yelling that name out. Come on, guys. Let's get I pick my butt. I pick my butt. Blah, 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 blah.
Hey, Joey, I'm going to tell you and only you a secret that the other half or 1/4 of the creator cast is going to be on very, very soon as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's only for you.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
No.
Get Gina on here too.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Jeannie's
definitely want to set
amazing.
something up
Yes.
with Gina this year.
Definitely.
Yeah.
She has some awesome videos.
I was talking to a guy tonight too that actually, you remember the game Star Fox, the video game?
Yeah.
He's
Is it Star Fox?
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'm leaving out one word now. I'm going to mix it up because we're live. I believe it's Star Fox. He remade the whole video game as animations that he does in Adobe. And I mean, it takes him a month to make like one 8-minute video. And he does it like the old cellophane artwork. You know, kind of where the light would come through it. It's phenomenal. He's got like 100 and some thousand subscribers, and his work is just, I mean, an artist, he has to draw every frame individually like that, and redid the whole game for himself because he loved the game so much he always wanted to make a cartoon.
Star Fox, yeah.
That's cool.
That was like on what game console was that? That was, I remember the controller was weird.
Coleco?
Was that what it was?
I think
don't
so.
remember.
Coleco had a weird number pad and with a knob on the top of it. It looked like a phone.
No, not that. I don't remember. It's been so long since I played those old video games. I miss it. I used to be addicted to video games, but now I'm just, what is that? I'll follow Hip Hoop Hooray. Yeah.
Who's that?
That's her. You know, we could, I was going to say, we could probably get some hoop stuff going on, but yeah.
I don't think.
Or just go to her channel.
I'll break
She's really good.
if I do it in here, probably.
I think you were doing the ones with the light, were you? Like the light up ones?
Oh, yeah, the LED ones, yeah.
ones.
That's so amazing.
Yeah,
Have you?
I have four of them now. So in the video on my YouTube channel, there's only 2, but I got 2 more when we went to America, and yeah, it looks amazing.
That's amazing. Danny,
N64.
Danny, because why I'm asking, because I wanted to ask you, have you tried to do the long exposure picture on her doing
I
it?
have, and it's awesome.
It's really
I love
cool. Yeah.
it.
I don't.
Okay, where can we see it? I'm excited. I want to see the picture. Yeah. Because I was very excited of people doing it with neon tubes, you know, like creating the light art with the long exposure. So when I seen your wife doing the hula hoop, I'm like, oh my God, he probably has tons of the pictures of this.
I do. I send them to her and then I delete them on my...
I'm trying to bring it up. That's why.
I have been dropping the link all the time. My dear husband.
What's her channel at? Let's see. Hip Hoop Hooray. She's so close to 500. Look at that. She's going to delete Farmville if she gets to 500.
Oh, that's it. We're going to destroy the marriage right on and here.
Yeah, sure.
That's right.
That's it.
Focus.
Like that picture, but yeah, Danny didn't take that one. That was a different one.
Yeah. Hoots just subscribed to you. Yeah, Hoots. Shout out to Hoots. Yeah, this has been fun. It's like, I don't want to stop because we're all hanging out. I think that's what these streams end up being.
I'm showing your video right now to everybody, the LED hula hoops by Hip Hop.
Oh, cool. So they can't hear us talking right now?
No, they can hear you.
Yeah.
Yep, you're coming through.
By the way, everybody on the chat,
don't put the audio on.
we don't see, we can't watch the stream because it's always going to be out of sync. So we just see these. We don't know what's going on the screen except for.
Yeah, we're just showing the LED one. Yeah,
this is
the video.
so cool.
It's so, and that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, oh my God, such opportunity for the long exposure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done some of that stuff. I just haven't.
And because I know photographers that do just that,
Farmville.
And it just blows up like crazy. Like photographers that have been doing just that, especially with the neon tubes and stuff, and it blows up, especially on Instagram and stuff. So
definitely,
you know, you have resource right there. So beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, they're cool. Those ones. There's like 1,500 different patterns, and you can make your own like patterns, so it can like say words and stuff like that.
Wow.
And you can like sync them up so that the 2 hoops match each other and like that kind of thing. They're the most expensive hula hoops that you can buy.
Right, but that looks amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but I get lots of gigs and that kind of thing using them, which is really cool.
It's a great outfit too. Hey, Adelaide Crows, the hoops are up here.
Where was this done with Pigeon Outdoors?
Brisbane.
Awesome.
Yeah, near the middle of our city.
Yeah, in the middle of the city. It's beautiful, beautiful city. I think that a lot of people outside of Australia don't realize what Australia is. Maybe they think it's like the Opera House and then Outback.
The Outback.
Nobody really knows that, like, it's actually big cities and like.
We live in like the subtropics, so it's like.
Yeah, we live like where we're at. It's like Florida or something.
Yeah.
But I think any places like that. I mean, Xenia really opened my eyes up to Montreal and all the things I'd ever missed.
And how cold it is here.
Yeah, how cold it was. No, but I mean the scenery or things going on and stuff like that. And it's like, what building is that? I don't know. Or, wow, that's really nice. Yeah. You know, because it's like anything else. When you see it every day, you take it for granted. It's always nice when somebody else sees it.
Well, and I think that I based a lot of my knowledge of Australia off of the Simpsons episode where they go to Australia.
I love that. I know it was
$900 dues.
I know the apologies for it, and believe me, they're hard on Canadians too. So it's nothing personal. But there's something about that episode is so over the top stupid that I just laugh at it. Not at the Australian people, how stupid it's portrayed. And it's the sad part is.
Did I get a coffee? Beer? Coffee? Beer?
Well, that's pretty correct.
No, they do drink a fair bit out here. Whacking. Oh, everyone's just going to come up with Simpsons references now.
I calls those Chazwazes when he says about the name of frog. I always hear that in my head every time I hear that thing. And once again, nothing against the Australian people. I feel bad for you guys having to put up with the dumb tourists that show up. You deserve better. Like, how many times you get asked to put like grill on the Barbie and Dingo ate my baby and blah,
when she
blah,
travels
blah.
with me in America, that's when it is. They're like, and they're like, what is your accent? What? Like, where are you from? Australia? Is that a real place? I thought that was fake.
And when I go to America, my accent like comes out.
Like,
I'm like, no worries, mate.
I'm Australian, so I live in
Daddy's
Australia.
like, who are you? I'm like, what are you saying?
Yeah, it's weird. From all my travels, this is what I gather. Everywhere I go, there's always the same percentage of stupid people, the same percentage of like there's all the stereotypes, like they say Americans are just filled with like fat, ignorant people. And it's like, it's everywhere. Like,
yeah, I know.
Like it's always everywhere too. And yeah, but I mean, they're not wrong about America. Okay. I'm just kidding.
No, but
I love traveling America. I know a lot of people there and they're all awesome.
You'd be great as the ambassador there.
But the stereotypes are very, very widespread. I remember the first time when we went to States. Well, I went to States with them. And I remember we went to, where's that onion place? The Blooming Onion thing?
Oh, the Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah, Outback Steak.
Yeah.
And I was, I was stunned how friendly people were. And not that I thought that Americans are rude or anything, but you hear the stereotypes and you kind of like, not that you believe them per se, but you kind of get accustomed to that thought, right? And I remember saying to Andrew, I was like, oh my God, they're all so welcoming. They're all so friendly. Like, I can't believe that. Yeah. And I was actually genuinely surprised about how welcoming the people were. So even if you don't think that you do believe the stereotypes, it still grounds there somewhere in subconsciousness,
I think, even like, and I don't want to go into a dark place, but like Emma and a lot of people in Australia, they're afraid to go to America because they think they're going to see guns everywhere and stuff like that. I'm not
afraid, but a lot of people
But you did ask me that. You're like, am I going to see guns everywhere? And I'm like, I don't know. And you never even saw like one gun. Like, it's not like, like people think that they're worried about getting shot. And it's just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not everywhere is the worst part of America like any other place.
It's the same as with any other place. I mean, we don't live in igloos here with white bears, walking around either. That's what I was asked when I said that I'm going to move to Canada. So,
Mounties.
Someone asked me when I went to America if I spoke English, and I was like,
"Oh yeah,
really? Like you obviously have no idea."
Yeah, but you're from Australia. You speak English.
Yeah.
What else would I speak?
Australian.
I know we say a lot of slang, but
yeah,
still English.
It's kind of. Yeah, some of these people, especially Mark Ensby, he's got a lot of twang and slang. There's actually.
I have a very mild,
Let's
very
play.
toned down.
Can we play a game with you guys really quick?
Sure.
Not Candy Crush. I deleted it. So here's some Australian slang words.
Okay.
So that says milk bar. Can you guess what that means?
Milk bar? Milk chocolate?
I'm thinking something soap. Because I feel there's a big catch to it.
That's what they call the convenience store. It's the milk bar.
Oh my God, that's awesome. I love
that's
that.
interesting.
Yeah, but that's like maybe like not so much anymore, but that's what it used to be like maybe like 20 years ago.
All right, now how about the word docket? Docket.
I feel bad because I'm usually better at this stuff because I watch a lot of
care about it.
I feel like they're just like
you almost need
Googling
it.
now.
You almost need it in like a sentence. You'd say docket, yeah.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Can I gotta pay my docket. You wouldn't say that though.
No.
Bill?
That I should know.
If you're at the store and no, that's kind of giving it away though.
She already got it though.
Yeah,
It's like a
it's
receipt.
Hike
Yeah.
with Mike says Doc, and that was a heavy metal band.
So it's a bill. No, but that's interesting. I like this.
Yeah.
How about snag? One more. Snag.
Snag.
Snag. It's a take something I know is to snag it, but I don't think you guys use it
Something
that way.
edible.
Really?
Something edible.
Yeah.
Snag.
I
Really?
had it for dinner last night.
Like what last night? I didn't hear that.
I had it for dinner last night.
Somebody says
Creaky said it.
sausage.
Sausage, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't have hot dogs out here. They just have sausages. They have a sausage
And the
sizzle
sausage is awesome.
while they're listening to
Best.
Dawkins.
The sausage is really
Yes, heavy
good.
metal magnet. Somebody said heavy metal. His ears perked up.
Did someone say heavy metal?
Oh my God! I was going to ask about hula hoops. How did you got into that?
Yeah.
Like, is it something that you were doing a part of, like a bigger? I wouldn't call it like a performances, or what? Were you right away into that? Like, how do you get into doing hula hoops?
So I come from a like circus and acrobatics background. So I started doing circus when I was 9. Like, you know how like when you're a kid you do like tennis lessons or like gymnastics lessons like after school or whatever. I went to like circus classes and we did like tumbling and acrobatics and aerials and juggling and manipulation and all that kind of stuff. And I did that like all through school, all through high school, and then I decided that that's what I wanted to do for a job. And so I went to like Circus University, which is in Melbourne, Australia, and studied there for 3 years. And you choose like 3 specialties. And so one of my specialties was hula hooping, and then the other one was aerials, and then the other one, which you did like with a group, was like tumbling and acrobatics and that kind of thing. And so then I like traveled and performed professionally for a while, got on the ship, met Danny. And then after that, I was like, I'm going to start my own hula hoop company. And that's
awesome.
how I got into it.
Awesome.
Because I've always wondered that about people in the
interesting.
because it's not something you learn in school. It's not, they're not like sports like hockey or soccer or football, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So I've always wondered how people find their paths. Every time I see somebody performing, if it came from gymnastics originally or from something else.
There's lots of different ways to get into it. So I know lots of people who have come from a gymnastics background, but gymnastics is not creative enough for them. It's very like restrictive, and they might be a slightly more creative kind of person. So then they go into the circus world and that kind of thing. And, like Cirque du Soleil, they take a lot of like ex-Olympic gymnasts, they take a lot of divers, they take a lot of sports acrobats, like a lot of tumblers, even like martial arts backgrounds, like it's kind of all mixed in. A lot of dancers as well. If they they can't quite break through into the dance industry or whatever, they'll turn to starting to do aerials because they're already quite flexible. So
What?
That's
really interesting.
Yeah, lots of different ways to get into it.
Like I never thought of like martial arts and stuff like that. I never thought it would time, but it definitely makes sense because it's not something you can make a lot of money into sometimes on your own. But if you can get into that, it's more of a steady income. Cool.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah, so yeah, I started my company. I actually started it in 2014. And then I went on the ship and kind of put it on pause for a little bit. And yeah, then I started making like tutorials and that kind of thing on YouTube. And yeah, and I make and sell hula hoops, and I teach like private lessons, and I do gigs and stuff like that. So yeah,
Well,
that's
that's
me.
cool. I'm just showing you. I'm showing another one of your videos. I forget the name now. The neck hug 2-minute hula hoop.
did you know
Yeah,
that?
that's a good one.
Did you know that
trying-
Cirque Soleil is from Canada, from Montreal?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Montreal?
Quebec,
Yep.
I think.
Montreal?
Yep.
Yeah, from Montreal. Yeah.
It was started by he was a couple.
Quebec
Of
is the province.
Province, yeah.
there were a couple of street performers, and that's how it all began.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, there is like it's kind of the indie side to it as well. Is in the street performing and that because not everybody can make it into the circus or make it into anything.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I've like busked a few times and put a hat out for hula hooping, and like I did that. There was a festival in Brisbane that I did that in.
Nice.
And Danny was like my DJ. He was like in the background
It's
with
DJ
the
Panda.
with the panda head on. He was just like
Awesome.
sitting there DJing for me, which was kind of cool. And I put a hat out. I made some good money, which was nice. So.
Well, that's like I mean the same as
Need some
for
money.
here and in the other
money.
city. You'll get people who play in the Montreal Symphony. Because I don't know, every city's like this. Here, it's actually a union for most. You have to join a union to be able to street perform. There's actually signs where you can go. And they go through, they're part of the symphony, for instance, and on their downtime, they got to practice anyways. Why not put out the hat? You know, practice clarinet
exactly.
for 2 hours. Same with you, I'm sure.
And it's
Yeah.
great. You both
Like, that's
can.
like what you're doing here.
That's exactly it. You got
Yeah.
the hat out.
I mean, we're going to talk. We might as well broadcast.
That's right.
But it's great because you guys can work as a team too, you know, like you were mentioning you did, but it kind of, you know, almost like another business a gig, so to say,
Yeah.
you know, for both
There's
of
actually
you.
a video of us on Facebook. Someone took it we did a gig, an outdoor gig at a winery, and I did a cover of Shape of You, but Ed Sheeran's song, and she did a hula hoop act to it.
Nice.
And someone recorded it and put it on Facebook, and then it was like over
It
like
almost went viral. It was crazy.
not yeah, it was like it got a lot of
Viral-ish.
viral for our standards. You know, when you get like over 10,000 views on it, you're
That's
like,
viral.
oh, that's pretty awesome.
That counts.
And
Well, of course.
everyone was sharing it, and we were just like, dang it, why didn't we just do that for our own stuff?
I
Like,
know.
It's
or
hard
someone else
with
did it.
it's hard with those things. Sometimes it seems like when other people film it, it goes viral, and then people that try to do it, I don't know why that happens so much. I see that with musicians too. Somebody will film them on a street corner, and all of a sudden they got 45,000 views of it. So the musician goes and makes the channel, shows off more of their work, and it's like they're
Nothing.
you know, I don't get it.
It doesn't make any sense. It's tough.
I think it's the spectacle of it when they shoot it because it's a one-time thing. Oh, look what I seen today, you know, and it ends up on Facebook, and then maybe a blog or two picks it up.
There was like what kind of car was it in the background? Someone brought their was it a Ferrari or a Porsche or something? It was like in the background. So I feel like that may have like attracted people to that
Yeah,
video with
Yeah, it was like it was a Mustang,
Oh,
like
yeah,
a 65
Mustang
Mustang
or
or something, and it was
it
red.
had the hood up,
Yeah,
didn't it?
yeah.
Like in the background.
You guys
Yeah.
shoot great videos together, though. You guys are
Yeah.
a great team like that. So
Especially
Yeah,
those
we'll do
light
more
up
because I think
ones.
we're looking to move up to it's a place called Whit Sundays, which is a beautiful area. It's almost like it'd be like living in Hawaii.
oh
And
wow,
it's so beautiful, and it's north of here, but we're moving up there next year, and we want to shoot more videos there because it's going to be like, you know, beautiful
The scenery
beaches
is gonna be
and all that
amazing.
stuff. So yeah, it's hard for us to plan it because every time we wanted to move like, you know, last month, like 6 months ago, we said, okay, October, we're going to move. And then by the time we got to October, we were like, okay, well, we have some ships that are going to be taking up spots. And so do
And
we
then
want to
Christmas.
move? Maybe we should move after that. And then it's like, then we're like, okay, let's move in January. And then it's like, oh, well, we got another cruise ship happening. And then we're going to go to Singapore for a hula hoop retreat. No, not Singapore, Sri Lanka.
wow.
Ooh, nice.
I did. If you
That's
search my videos last year, she went to a hula hoop retreat in Malaysia, and then she asked them, "Hey, my partner does videos. Can he come and do videos for you guys?" And so they paid my way, and
Wow.
so I just made videos for their Instagram for the day,
hung
and
out with like 40
yeah,
girls and one boy.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing.
That is amazing. Yeah.
I made a vlog on it. It's a really good one. Doesn't have a lot of traction. I do every now and then I'll go through my videos that don't have a lot of views, and I change the thumbnails and the titles to reflect it. And I think that it's so funny. Like, it's such a good tactic because so we got married in Vegas, and then we had like a buddy moon, which was her family. We were in Park City, buddy moon.
I love that.
Everybody, yeah, family moon. And then we went to Lake Tahoe and had a honeymoon, and nobody watched that buddy moon video. It was just like nobody cared. It was like Park City having a, and I changed it to taking Australians to Walmart for the first time, because that happened in the video. And that video went from like 100 views to 1,500 views, like really quick, because, and then some people were like, yeah, that's a little bit of clickbait. And I'm like, well, it happened. And I explained to him, like, that video was getting nowhere, not saying it. And then they're like, oh, I guess that's a good point.
Well, yeah. And I mean, if it happened in the video, you're not lying about it. It still happened.
No, absolutely not. But it just, it was like, it's not, the whole video wasn't focused on that, but it goes to show you that sometimes you just need those stupid videos that are like,
well, you just got to put a spin on it.
Like I could do one with her, like an Australian trying out a hot dog for the first time. I don't know.
Yeah, you had a video of you going to the Australian, what is it, soccer game, was it, or what was it?
Football, AFL,
yeah.
That's the highest viewed one, and that was a funny video, and a lot of people, I think that it got popular because of two things. People, I ended up liking the video, liking AFL, and so people like that, and the people that hate AFL out here, they got to the first part and I'm making fun of it so much that they think that I hate it. And so they're like, oh, I love this guy because he's making fun of it, because I put Benny Hill music to them running around.
I love that. I thought that was so ingenious. I can't play right now.
Benny Hill,
definitely, guys, you have to check that out. Yes, I'm a huge Benny Hill fan.
And when I put the music to it, she was there when I was editing it, and I started laughing out loud because I didn't even have to do much editing to it. Like, everything was just on point, and there's sound effects that were from the video the audio that I was using, and the sound effects were like dead on. Like, it was like the football hit the ground, I was like boing, boing, and then them just running around like but you look in the comments and some people are like, that is so offensive, don't make fun of us like that. And
God.
And then I just wrote back and be like, just watch the rest of the video.
Yeah, exactly. People are quick.
And I just say that this is what it looks like from the outside. This is what people see it as, like, and then if they watch a little bit further, then they'll like it. And that's kind of what I try to say to them. So yeah, Alison Barton, she's a big AFL fan, Essendon. And Mark Insby he's the goal umpire. He gets me to those games, which is really cool.
Well, you guys were in, I think it was Vince Land from Montreal when he came in right away. He said, go Brisbane Broncos. That's exactly what he wrote.
Yeah, that's our home team.
That's not AFL though.
That's NRL. That's rugby.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so I forgot to mention that a while ago when you was talking about it. Then I clicked.
So they have both there, right? It's not like here they only know one football here.
Yeah,
it's like down south they're more into AFL than rugby, but rugby is more popular like up where we live.
Yeah, it's almost like,
it's kind of weird
when you think of like Texas and their high school football games, and like all, like, it's just like, different high schools, different regions, they come together and it's really big. Right. It's like what they have down in the Melbourne area. Like, they have like so many suburbs and they all have this AFL team, and they're like, a 5-minute drive from one side to the other side. And they have like 80,000 fans that go into like their games and stuff. It's ridiculous, but they're like so close to each other.
Yeah.
It's not like, you have a Montreal team and a Toronto has a team.
That's why.
Yeah.
They have so many teams because
people that don't know AFL, like, it's really boring to talk about it. Like,
I wanted to ask though.
Never watched it before, and you have no idea. Like,
it's crazy. It's ice hockey meets American football. Yeah, ice hockey and American football put together, because it's like they beat the crap out. They punch each other.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's insane.
They grab each other. You can punch the ball, you can kick it, you can throw it. Like,
yeah, watch it before they change all the rules, and they have to start wearing helmets.
One guy told me one time, because they played it in college where I went to, and that they always said that, like, we'll call it football because the way he said it here, meaning American football. He said football is hoodlums playing a gentleman's sport. Rugby is gentlemen playing a hoodlum sport, and it was right. I never thought of it that way, but it was like, yeah, you're bang on.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Because it is. It's a rough sport. I mean, it is rough.
Yeah, but then people out here, they make fun of American football, and they're like, oh, they wear so much padding. And I'm like, they don't. They're that big. Like, they have pads here, and maybe some on their, like, the thighs, and a helmet.
Everyone's like, you can't throw the ball in AFL. I'm like, you should know that.
Oh, yeah.
I did know that. As soon as I said it, I was like, I know you can't throw.
Wood Pigeon. I
Oh,
thought you would have
Creator
thrown
Cast.
Ottawa in there. You had Habs versus
Creator Cast
Leafs.
is in the chat.
Hey.
Creator Cast, not Creator Insider.
That would be a really good name, though.
No, there is one already.
Oh, is there?
And it's a very popular channel.
Yeah.
We talked about Creator Insider on that stream with you guys.
Yeah, I think that's why I
It's-
got it.
We're like that. That's so easy to get a name stuck in your head like that. Like
Yeah.
somebody introduces themselves, I hear it wrong the first time, I'm screwed for the next
Like
2 years.
Pusa?
Yeah, well, that one I love. Like I say, mess it up, stretch it, squeeze it, pretend.
Well, now
it's
that you sing it, push it good. Push
Yeah,
it
that's
good.
right. It's a good word
That's how people are gonna
association.
remember.
That's right.
Well, Lincoln Riddle's in the house. You should have him on your show at some point too.
Lincoln.
Lincoln Riddle.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Hi.
How
We do
are you? We know
follow
Lincoln.
Lincoln, for sure.
How are you? I think we met him through Share, wasn't it?
No,
Hashtag
no small creator.
It was
Probably
through
no
there?
small
Okay.
creator. Yes, yeah.
I do know him. I couldn't remember where we met though.
Yeah, definitely.
And that,
I really want somebody to please create a channel. Maybe I'm saying this and I should probably do it. Like I want like a vlogging recap. Like, so somebody watches all the vlogs and throughout the week, and then they go, and then Lincoln Riddle just went here and did this, and then show a little clip of that, and then all the links are down below. Like the Philip DeFranco of vlogging, like smaller vlogging, because I have so many. It's so hard to kind of keep up with everybody.
yes.
And also be the creating, and especially when you go on cruise ships, it's impossible to watch them all. And I feel like I fall behind, and I think that would be such a great channel. Anybody that could ever do just like the
It's
hashtag
so
no
hard to
small
keep
creator
up.
of
That's a
you
great
know, just
idea.
they go through it all and stuff.
Throw it in the Discord of No Small Creator. Maybe somebody's gonna pick up on it. That's a really
somebody's
great
gonna
idea.
do it. I
Yeah.
want somebody to do it in the chat. Somebody in the chat do it.
I have to shout out somebody. I do this now. We just met recently, and every time they're in here, sorry, it's MC Lockdown. Maybe you've heard me shout about. Yeah, he's building a prototype for schools to help prevent. To work in conjunction to help prevent school shootings. So if you've not supported MC Lockdown, please go check out his channel.
And I'm still looking for somebody who knows more about crowdsourcing
Yeah.
because we want to help him to build the crowdfunding page or Kickstarter. So if anybody knows anything more than than basics, what I do, please contact me on Twitter. I would really like to help him.
Sorry, we'd just like to give him a little extra attention for what he's doing. I think that's awesome.
No, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
It's sad that we have to even
Yeah.
think that that's the world we live in, but
Yeah.
it's just
At least try anything helps in something like that. There's no apparatus or device or idea that's too small if it helps anyway. So
absolutely.
Talking about Australia, I wanted to ask you, have been moving through half the world, not all the world around, but still, to a different country. How was it for you when you moved to Australia? Like, was it something that was completely different, although the language is the same, but I mean, the cultural differences are still there.
It was easy. It was easy. I mean, driving on the other side of the road, it took a little bit of time, and now I'm like, what is that, ambidextrous? When you can use both hands.
Yeah.
I can do that. Like, I'll go to America, but like sometimes you just have that like panic moment where you're like, oh, which side of the road am I supposed to be on?
When you have to turn, you're like, oh no.
Yeah. So, but then once you get it, it's like riding a bike. So that was the difficult part. When I was on the cruise ship out of Australia, they paid me in Australian, and so I just opened up a bank account before I even moved. So I already had like a bank and money out there and stuff saved up. So that was easy because it cost like $7,000 to get a visa out here.
Oh
Wow.
So so it came out here,
Long process. Too.
and it took like 14 or 15 months to get finally approved. And what happened was, when you apply for the visa, then you can get like an NBN number so that you can work.
right.
So like, because a lot of the agencies that were hiring me out for some of the gigs out here, they wanted, you have to be a legit, person. And so, so we did that right away. We're like, well, let's just do that. Paid the $7,000, did the process. But then they were like, oh, by the way, you can't leave the country until your visa gets approved because you're on a bridging visa. And I'm like, oh, that kind of sucks, being a traveling person. So like working on cruise ships or things like that, it's going to be tough to do. And then, so we were like, well, you know what? If we're stuck in Australia, let's see it all. And that's when we did this whole road trip around Australia. And I did daily videos. I think I did 105 videos in 110 days, traveling around. And that was pretty fun.
That was fun.
That was a very Casey Neistat kind of thing.
That's awesome.
I do see a lot of Peter McKinnon influence though on your videos
Yes.
with the transitions and boomerang effect
speed
and,
ramps and
speed
stuff like
ramps
that.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I think that I picked that. I think Cody, when I met Cody Warner in Seattle, and I was watching him do that kind of stuff, and I was like, those are great transitions. I know a lot of other people in the hashtag No Small Creators does that as well. I try not to overdo it because I get that people can sense that that's, it's like you're taking it from someone else. But
it's not taking it. It's
a cool effect.
techniques of doing effects in the videos. I mean, how can you, it's like somebody riding a bike and saying, well, somebody invented it. Why are you riding it now?
It's well, I think one of my biggest influences for editing too and storytelling is Sam Kolder. I don't know if you know who that is.
That name sounds
familiar, but I don't think
his
so.
YouTube channel is just Cold, like with a K. He's like amazing, and sometimes it's great to watch, but then I'm like, crap, like, man, he's so good. Like he is so good, Sam Kolder. And I mean, I have a little bit of a man crush on him. He does have he's got a body type like me, 6-pack and ripped. And,
he only has 66 videos.
I have a 6-pack. It's under there somewhere, by the way.
Everybody has it. He only has 66 videos. Does he delete his older ones, or it's just everything he has?
Watch a video, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen." Yeah. He's over 1 million on Instagram. He's pretty popular on Instagram.
Yeah,
well.
I'm checking it out now, and I'll definitely.
Hey, don't follow him on Instagram. He's my crush.
There's a guy
huge inspiration for me though.
There's a guy I just met here recently. He's got only like 600 and some subscribers. He's called Jagger Scott.
He was in here.
Yeah, he was in tonight, and he goes into Scotland, into the Highlands, and he hikes for like 5-6 hours in the Highlands, and then he covers his whole trip. He does all his own drone work, does all his own photography, all his own videography. And I mean, this guy, that's why I say about channels that don't have many subscribers, sometimes have unbelievable content. And a friend recommended him to me, and I'm watching this stuff, and I'm like, this is like stellar. Like, some people just have so much talent. I can watch them for hours. Like,
there's so many good underrated channels on YouTube, and it sucks. It sucks because they should be bigger, but then there's a reason why they're not bigger. It's because some people just want, some people want different kind of content. Like, I don't know. Like, there's drama. If you do some more drama and create waves, then you'll get more fans, but then you're also living in that kind of like infamous, famous lifestyle. Like, I don't know. It's tough. It's kind of hard out here for a pimp.
But that's what it's like on YouTube in general. The pimp is a good comment. That could be another video. That would actually be a really good video. That would actually be an amazing title. I think you should do it.
Yeah. YouTube pimp.
Oh my goodness.
A demonetized strike number 1. No.
Am I the only one who thinks you're
I watched a video. That was in my recommended thing, and it was about this guy wanted to do mushrooms, and oops, he wanted to. Is that you?
I don't know. What is that noise?
Now, did it roll? Did it roll the other way than it would on here?
Oh no! It's like a technical interference. It's like your phone's too close to it. It's us. I think.
Okay, sorry.
Anyways, we fixed it. So this guy was doing mushrooms on YouTube, and he goes, he's got like 100,000 subscribers and all that stuff, and he's like, we're in Jamaica right now, where it's legal to do mushrooms, and clearly he's not. Like, he's at his house, you don't see any Jamaicans around, and he pulls out his like middle school yearbook to look at pictures while he was on mushrooms, and it's like, who brings their middle school? Like, oh, by the way, I have my middle school yearbook with me. So I'm just like, how is he not getting like flagged and just like strike number 1? Like, this is illegal.
It should be still struck in the countries where it's not allowed, like by their guidelines. Yes, it's legal. So let's say in the countries that it is legal at, it would be allowed, but in the countries it's not, it would be blocked from. That's how it should be. But the same as
I want to see where Emma's subscriber
count is. I got one of my videos blocked in a couple of different countries for the background music,
Yeah,
which was
Yeah.
like really weird. And I was like, okay, like I didn't monetize it obviously or anything like that, but yeah, it was just like so strange. Like I uploaded it and then suddenly it was like your video is banned in like
Yeah,
all
if
these
you ever do the
different
final
countries, and I
countdown,
was like,
Europe,
eh.
final countdown in Europe, the
wow.
Europe song, it's like don't ever put that in a video because we did that on our creator cast. We did a thing called CreatorCon and we did a 12-hour live stream. And
Oh,
it
no.
was, and then we played that
I was
song
like, no.
and it was like, this is blocked in all these different
Oh,
countries. It's
no.
like crap.
No.
That's 12 hours. I don't know how long this has been pretty long too, isn't it? Time flies by. You said you weren't going to do a 4-hour live stream.
No,
with me, like
no,
you-
no, no. We're not. We're gonna save your time.
No,
Nomadic bike.
Anyways,
we
we
are.
did 12 hours. 12 hours
Oh,
sucks, man. Don't
Sorry,
do that.
we got to
It's-
just address something for a second. Sorry about that, guys.
Well, it's because we weren't sure if it is you or it's not you. Therefore, we hid it off. But is it you?
If it's you, it's okay, but because it came in under a different name, and we've been getting a bit of trolls in here, and they're like copy some other names, so that's why we weren't sure.
Yeah.
So Nomadic Bike, he asked if he did something to upset us because we blocked another channel called Nomadic Bike Live.
Yeah.
We didn't know, and it had no icon or nothing, so we thought they were trying to copy you.
So if it's you, tell us, and we
Yeah.
won't hide it. We
Yeah,
just
yeah.
were trying to protect here the
Yeah.
grounds.
we don't mind. It's actually respect for your name. That's why we did it. So
Yeah.
Trolls.
And hey, Joey says he's blocked in all countries except Ontario. I thought Quebec
love
is
it,
the only
Ontario.
country
Yeah.
here, but oh my god.
he is okay. Ask questions. Like I say, we didn't know, and it was like
Yeah, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah,
Okay.
got it.
no problem. Then welcome back. It's hard when it is hard on this sometimes, and the bigger your live streams start to get, the more you start to get those kind of things. And I don't want.
Definitely.
It is a hard call sometimes. You gotta watch. We've
Well,
This is the longest I've ever seen your channel where you haven't even mentioned the Blue Wrench group.
oh.
Well,
We don't do it as much when,
Yeah.
when we have interviews. That's why. I mean, that's more in the shout out nights or Tech Talk Tuesday.
great.
But we can take a look. I know. I love the wrench. That's been. We got to get one. She's seen the blue wrenches now.
yeah, who's here made a blue wrench?
On the
So
wall in the background.
I
Yes,
was thinking about that.
Exactly.
The problem is
Oh,
for a big
yeah.
one that size, it's going to cost about $200 just for the wrench.
You
It's,
can get one off Craigslist or something, but
Yeah.
or paper,
Get a
papi
paper-
mache.
Yeah.
You can papi mache.
Is that how you say it now?
Maybe there's a metal crafting channel that we can work
Yeah.
with in collaboration.
Is there any metal channels out there?
We can collaborate with the shipping
you
would
could
be
like,
probably
what was
like,
it? How I Met Your Mother, like the blue French horn. You could have like the blue wrench in the background.
yeah.
yeah. Somebody says out of polystyrene. That's what I was thinking too. There's one of those 3D printer places just down the street from us. Seeing how much it is, and maybe do it that way. Because otherwise it's going to cost a fortune, and it's going to weigh a ton just to say we got one
I was gonna
size
say,
up
yeah,
to
it's gonna
see.
be really heavy.
But I'd like to do it. I was just thinking about that yesterday. I was in a
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
But the
I
wrench
can't tell
across.
if Joe was making a joke there.
You
My
never
wrench
know.
is blue, but not from Pusa.
Well, that's a typical Joe one. We don't know whether to laugh or be shocked or. And heavy metal magnet. Did someone say
It's
metal?
because he said Polly's out on girls' night. That's why his wrench is blue.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There, we're getting answers. I like that. So.
And heavy metal magnet is right here. Yeah. But we are.
Did I say metal?
Yeah.
He's like,
well,
like a dog. Like
yeah, exactly.
You hear metal, his ears pop up. So.
Yeah, no, but this time we're talking about metal making community. So
Yeah.
if anybody out there want to make a blue wrench and ship it with extremely expensive shipping, more than welcome.
Welcome, JTG Games.
Oh, yes, hello.
We love his name because it's so hard to say, even though it's 3 letters when you're live all the time. It's just
Yeah.
instant.
No,
JTG.
I had some
It's like DJI. People say Digi or DGI. DJI.
I know that drives me crazy when I hear that.
Oh, Funky Miller. Oh, my God. Okay. So I had a few questions. So before we
Take your
run out of
hoots.
time, if I can ask
Thank you
you
for coming.
that I caught in the stream. And guys, if I didn't catch some, excuse me, post them again, nag me with them. So Mark Hansby asked, what streaming software are you using for your live streams?
I think he's asking you. Is he asking me?
Ask Danny what streaming software he uses.
Here it goes.
I use Mimo Live. It is it's almost like I'm sponsored by them, but if it would be a reason to switch from PC to Mac if you ever wanted to get involved in that, because it is one of the coolest live stream softwares I've ever seen. You do pay like a subscription, like a monthly, or you could pay for a year and save money. I'm not sponsored by them. It's just one of those, I used OBS for a long time and I got frustrated with it. And I spent like hours trying to fix things and whatever. And then I just looked up something better than OBS. And then someone popped a video about Mimo Live. And I was just like, I downloaded it and then I played it and then I played with it. And I was just like, I think I was on it for like 12 hours going, oh my gosh, look at this. Oh my gosh, it does this. It does this. It does this.
Like every 10 minutes, you're like, Emma,
look at this. Look at this. You can do this. You can do that. I couldn't even believe it. And yeah, so I use that. And Mark is just saying that because I got him onto it and he's loving it.
Nice.
But that's awesome because
he wants me to shout it out.
We
It's
just had a
German
question.
company.
We just had a question actually this week when they were asking us how to put OBS on a Mac, and we weren't really sure about the answer. So this is a great suggestion. We're definitely going to pass it on because that's exactly what the question was.
OBS is free, but at the same time, it's free and it's also a pain in the butt sometimes to use.
It is sometimes.
Mimo Live is super streamlined. It's almost like if you've ever used a Mac and it's so easy to use, it's like that. It's finally software that works.
But that's perfect. I'm gonna definitely will suggest that to the person who was asking for sure.
Yeah.
Their Fly Natural asks, do you go on Hawaiian cruises much?
No, I would love to. And the thing is, I could, and Emma is cool with me leaving and stuff. So if I ever got offered, I could do it. But I've been sticking with the cruise line that's out in Australia so it's a P&O, Pacific and Orient
right.
cruise. And so I don't think that they'd be mad if I ever switched to a different cruise.
They're just like a smaller company, and we know everyone who
flies
there.
it's nice to be part of that.
We already have an in with them, and we already know everyone like on board and that kind of thing. So it's a nice company to work for. So we like them.
Well, that's nice.
They have me going on. I don't have to do 4-month contracts anymore. I could just do like one cruise here, one cruise there. They just let me know, and I can just jump on a cruise. So
yeah, we have like friends who work for them as well.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. So.
But I would love to do a Hawaiian cruise. I'd much more rather do an Alaskan cruise.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
But it'd probably be better just to work out here and then like just fly out there and actually go on an Alaskan cruise, like as a guest.
Yeah.
So
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Funky Miller's leaving. Okay, I got to head out. Great stream. Thoroughly enjoyed it. You definitely earned a new sub. So there you go.
Yeah, Funky Miller's a great fan to have. He's very dedicated. So
that means a lot.
You're lucky to have him as a fan.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming by tonight.
Thank you. Harvey Danger Films just returned from Alaskan trip as well. And I mean, the pictures I've been posting on Instagram are phenomenal. I don't know if you know Harvey Danger Films. If you don't, you got to check him out. But it's just crazy. I believe that it's going to be the same as when we went to Iceland. You know, that you don't want to put camera anywhere down because everything is so
20,000 pictures and
Yeah.
That was my biggest regret, that I wasn't doing video again when all the times I was there, because that was my dream place since I was in grade 6 was to go to Iceland. That was always my pinnacle.
I want to go to Iceland so bad. That's like definitely a bucket list.
Oh.
I watched Peter McKinnon and all those people go there, and it's like, actually, Sam Kohler has got a great video from Iceland as well.
Oh, really?
So just watch a couple of his videos.
No,
and you're gonna be like,
check it out.
Wow.
Oh, definitely. Sure. Wow. I saved it already. Definitely.
Well, it's one of those places I would say would be the same as going to Australia. And I mean, once you're, like you just can't put the camera down. You're constantly, every 2 kilometers is a gigantic waterfall or a glacier or the Black Sands. There's just nothing that you don't want to get on film. It's drawing in. Even I don't do as many photos near as many as Xenia, and I was constantly shooting stuff. So that says a lot.
Yeah.
And
when we went there, it was like right at the beginning of the boom. So the first time when we went, right? Because the last time when we went, it was already so much different.
Yeah.
And we have been a couple of times since then, but it was already so much different than the first time. Like the first time, it was so much freedom. Like there was no fences, no doors, no nothing. Right? You go where you want. And then the last time when we went, they already started people putting the fences around the fields. You know, you couldn't go everywhere you wanted. So it's interesting how it. Even in a couple of years, it already
people started
changed,
falling in waterfalls. People started walking in geysers. All the dumbest things that you take for granted. Because Iceland was a lot like, up until recently, was a badge of honor. By the time you went there, you've already traveled a little bit. It wasn't people's first place.
Yeah,
they've done Costa Rica maybe or something like that. and they knew how to behave themselves, so they didn't need it. But now, once the cruise and all those started coming in, it was just a mass shot of tourists, and it was just click, 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 click till they fell in the water, bail them out. So, well, they're like penguins, you know. Really, they are. It's like penguins. They all travel in groups, and nobody's looking where they're going. It's the first camera leading the way, and he's not watching where he's going. So it's going to happen within 5 minutes. You can almost time it. You know.
See, like Cardoso Media's wife is Icelandic, but he has never been to Iceland. So
yeah, that's true.
Interesting. Yeah.
I think that the language is very interesting there. I feel like it's English, but like if you reversed it, it's like me. It
is. You nailed it. You nailed it. You just,
they basically use the Viking language, so to say.
It's the closest to actual. It is the closest relative to the actual Viking language. Like we went to the house of Eric the Red, 950 years old. They rebuilt the sod, of course, but the original foundation. We were there at 5 a.m. You just drive up, walk over, and put your hand on this. Like there's no ropes,
so cool.
gates, nothing. It's so.
Yeah.
But now that's changed a lot. So.
Yeah, but yeah, we loved it. We even had business there. We got married there. We got business there, and we were just fell in love. It's our favorite spot. So if anybody ever wants to go to Iceland, we know everything about it.
It's actually cool if you're coming from Europe or anywhere, because Iceland Air offers free stopovers for up to 7 days. That was their marketing gimmick when they went bankrupt.
Cool.
By the way, I just got news today that Iceland Air is acquiring WoW Air. They're still going to be separate companies, but they're going to be under one roof. So there you go.
Okay.
Latest news on Iceland Air.
That's what we did when we got married. We flew Montreal to Sweden with a 3-day stopover and got married. And on the way back, we flew Norway to Montreal with a 7-day stopover. So we went twice. And you don't have to pay any airport charges, no extra fees or nothing. So
Yeah, awesome.
You know what? I think the prettiest place I've seen, and we've seen, is Banff in Canada.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I have some videos from that from 6 months ago, like at the beginning of the year, or December of last year.
We were there at just before Christmas.
Just before Christmas, and it was snowing, and it was gorgeous, and everywhere you look, you're just like there's a mountain that pops up in your rearview mirror, and you're just like, what? That's amazing. And yeah, I would recommend anybody go out there, and we want to see it in the summertime too, because like where you can see like the lakes are all pretty colored and stuff, because they were frozen. We were ice skating on them, and just walking on them and sliding on them, and it was really fun.
So cold.
So beautiful.
It was very cool.
We went there in the summer. I was actually pregnant with our youngest one, and we like it's so. Andrew has been there before, like in Jasper, right?
Yeah, and Banff.
In Banff as well, yeah. But then when we lived in Saskatchewan, we actually went on a road trip to Rockies, which took like 3 days or something.
Yeah.
In a car with all the kids and me pregnant. It was quite a ride, but it was worth it though, because it's stunning, definitely.
It's so stunning.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. But Australia, like watching your videos, I was stunned by the amazing scenery. It's unbelievable. Even though your latest video with the drone that you were doing, it's like
that's really nice.
Wow,
that was an accident, by the way.
We almost died doing that.
I did that during July. That was one of the live streams I did in July, where we climbed to the top and I was live from the drone. Ajo is one of his favorite videos that I've ever done. So there's a playlist called July. They're all unlisted, so you can go into the playlist and watch them. But because I didn't want to crowd up my channel with that. But so that was all live, and I posted that 4K footage of it after that. But I forgot to make it public. And then I was just kind of going through it. I was like, oh, it's still unlisted. This video is pretty evergreen. People would search for it. So I listed it, and then it was like on the top, I just published it, and I was like, oh, everyone started commenting. I'm like, oh crap, I thought this was just gonna be like a quiet veiling. But the process of that, it was probably one of the most terrified times. Like
I was genuinely scared for my life.
Is you get there and it says you must be an experienced climber to get up to the top.
To get up to the very top. There's like a section that you can walk up to.
Yeah.
And then it's like experienced climbers from here onwards. And we were like, we're pretty fit.
Yeah, we can do
this. We can do this.
Yeah.
You got a backpack with the drone, whatever.
We got enough water, we'll be fine.
Yeah, so we start climbing it, and then you get to a part, like literally it's like scaling a wall, like that's just vertical.
No ropes.
No ropes or anything. And you just grab onto a spot and your hands on it, and you got to put your feet up there. And I'm not good with heights either. I did a live stream on the ship where I was we're doing a rock climb on the chimney stack.
Oh
so on my live stream
God.
channel, I was like, I'm gonna get to the top on my live stream, and so the guy was there, and he was he had the phone on his head so he could watch me do it while he was doing it. And I got halfway up and I panicked, and I'm like, I can't do it. And there was wind was blowing like crazy, and it was getting late and it was dark, and I ended up I couldn't do it. I didn't get to the top. But luckily that didn't happen on that video that you're talking about, because there was a moment where you were
crazy.
Yeah, so a hiker fell off there last week and died.
Wow.
Or like the week after the
Oh wow.
People die on it, and that's why they don't have any ropes and stuff, is because they don't want to encourage people to climb up it.
Right.
And there was a point where I was hanging onto it, and I'm like, I can look down and see my impending doom. I'm like, I'm gonna be one of those YouTube people that are trying to get trying to get content. Like I could just see it on the news, like another YouTuber trying to make it big. But anyways, we were able to get to the top, and it was a good life learning lesson, because you are freaking out because you're thinking about the whole climb and then coming back down, and that panics you a little bit. But if you just take it one section at a time and just take a second, and then you're like, okay, then you got this, and you can climb it. And
you just do it like a little bit.
Don't think of the whole journey. Just think of what you're working on at the moment.
Right.
And you get through it, and it's fine. And I think that was a good life lesson, and we made it to the top, and the drone footage worked. And the scary part was that we didn't know if we'd have any service at the top for that live stream, because we were at the bottom and you didn't have it. And we're like, oh, that would suck to get all the way to the top, and it didn't even work. And it was also a little bit rainy, which it made the footage look even cooler, because it was cloudy and stuff.
It was very impressive.
But it was great.
How long did it take for you to climb up there?
About 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours. I wouldn't recommend, if anyone asked and they're like, should we do it? I'd say don't do it.
It wasn't a long climb. It was just that it was scary.
Yeah.
Well, that's like we were saying a couple of weeks ago. As we've grown to know so many people here, you get closer, especially live stream. You bury yourself, and as the hurricane season started and all this stuff, I used to get a knot in my stomach every time I would hear about a hurricane somewhere, because I always worry that somebody that I know is going to stay for the money shot type of thing, or a tornado and stuff, and it does happen. There's somebody now and then will say it's worth it to stay. Oh, I'm going to get famous on YouTube if I can get this shot. And I used to tell people, like, please don't, I used to like disclaimer, and I meant it from my heart. Like, it's not worth it. It's don't put yourself in that kind of jeopardy to get the shot. I mean, it's more than you guys. I mean, they could get, stuck into it. But it's weighing all the costs between a great shot. And there is sometimes where it's worth it to take those extra little steps. But it sounded like you guys did a little more calculated, and that, like, you were.
It wasn't smart. It wasn't smart. Like I said, if anybody was like, hey, should we climb that? I would say don't do it, because I don't want on my conscience if they die.
No, I understand that.
They listen to me and now they're dead.
And we almost didn't. We almost didn't do that.
Yeah, we got like up just a little bit, and we were like, there was a point where because it was about to start raining a little bit, and then we're thinking, climbing down in rain without any ropes, that's going to be even scarier.
Yeah.
And so we got past this point, and then these people we were like, okay, let's turn around and go before it rains or whatever. And then these people were like, you just got past the hardest part. Like, it's not as hard the rest of the way, even though it was still it wasn't easy. But we finally were like, well, if we go down now, we'll never, ever attempt this again. So we might as well get to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was good. I mean, I'm glad we did it, but it was.
Like, we were prepared for it, but like.
Yeah. It's just, it's scary. Yeah.
There's a channel I watch all the time, Linus Tech Tips, and they did this thing. They were sponsored to go in Colorado. They went up 10,000 feet to break the world record for the world's highest land party. And they all went up, all these tech guys, and played a game up there. I forget which one it was. It was Doom, Nukem, or one of them. And they all hiked up this 10,000 feet, and they got caught in an electrical storm coming down, and you're right in the middle. You're exposed as. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, like, because, of course, mountains, as well, in a second, the weather can change to disastrous. Yeah. So they broke the record. They got it, but they got a good scare on the way down. Their last interview where they're talking and the camera's the vlog part of it, you can see the terror in all their eyes. I don't think they ever did it.
Well, when we were on the way down, like, it actually wasn't as bad as we were thinking. Like when we were going up, we're like, oh my goodness, coming down is gonna suck. But actually coming down was a lot easier than going up, which was kind of nice. And like, you know that you'd already made it to the top, so you're like, okay, I can do this now. Because I did it up, I can definitely do it down, so it's fine.
Well, it is normal. I mean, it's normal to be scary, but yeah, if it cooperates with you, at least you don't have the struggles of going up there, because you're always, not only your climb up, but you're also thinking about the way down, what it'll be like at the top. So it's a mental as well as physical.
Yeah.
But
I think that mental is definitely.
Yeah.
Mental can take a lot on the body, a lot more than the physical.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was exhausted afterwards just from like all the stress of like
was,
being like, oh my God, I'm
because she's
die.
looking at me
I'm
thinking,
die.
you can fall, and I'm looking at her going like, I don't want her to fall. Like,
no,
what's going to happen? Like, you're preparing like, okay, if this happens, then I'm going to have to go down and get, do all, like, you're thinking about all the stupid stuff you don't even need to think about until it really happens. Like, it's just.
But that's human nature. But especially somebody you care about is with you. I mean, you can't shake that.
And then the walk down is probably the harder than the one to go up.
If I ever did it again with people that wanted to go up, I'd probably take a rope and have them climb up and give me a rope so I can hold on to it.
Do you think you'd do it again? Because you said no, but I'm wondering, is there a bit of wonder?
There's a so that's called the Glass House Mountains, and there's a couple mountains that are out there that I like that, and I think there's another one I'd like to climb up. It's over there.
There's like an easier version that we've done twice.
Yeah, and then then we were looking online, like which one's the harder one, which one's the other one, or the easier one, and there's 3 of them that you can climb.
I might not do that one. Man.
Yeah, that same one maybe. I'm thinking about some people that might come visit and they'd want to get some really cool drone stuff of it. And
we did.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't want to do it.
I love that.
In my head, I'm like, oh, it's easy. I could do it again. And I'm just like thinking about myself on that wall, just stuck going, why did I do this? Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't want that feeling again.
It's not fun.
Yeah, that's the part you got to remind yourself about, that part into it. There's a glory at the top, but then the crawling through it was not so invigorating by times, we'll say.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We have a photo series where we did for a while. We took a lot of our photos and started doing like these collages because we weren't on Sundays. And one of them is Jungfrau. It's in Switzerland. And I took this train and it takes off and goes right to the bottom floor of the Alps, picks up passengers and goes right to the very top where the tree line is. Then you get on another train and it takes you right to the very peak, the highest point in Europe, 11,000 feet.
Oh,
that's so cool.
And the train goes inside the peak of the mountain, and when you walk outside, you're at the top of the Alps, and you're looking over to one side of Switzerland, the other side you're looking over towards Italy. And it was built like 115 years ago, I think it was. During the
Is that like the Grand Budapest Hotel, that movie? That's what I picture.
What's that?
Like the Grand Budapest Hotel, that movie?
Oh, yes. Okay, sorry. I thought it was something in the chat. I was looking down. Did I miss something for a second?
I was reading.
Like that movie.
Andrew said Polly's watching, and I was asking him if his wrench is not blue anymore. You know that you said something funny when you hear Andrew do that laugh.
That's my famous laugh. Yeah.
I can't even get it. It's like you have to smoke for like 20 years, I think, to get that laugh.
More than 20 years, my friend.
Yeah.
More than 20 years.
I quit Candy Crush. You gonna quit smoking too?
No.
That should be when your channel hits 4,100 and doesn't go back, then you have to quit.
Well, I'll be long gone and dead by then. That'll be 80 years from now, so don't worry about that. That's so far down the road, not even described. So, and I don't even lose sleep over when I said that tonight. I find it more funny, the whole thing. I really do. I think just YouTube, but you got to laugh at it sometimes. You know, you can't take it too seriously. I mean, we take what we do very seriously, but we're getting a platform for free. I mean, how much can you fight with it? You know, we got to take the good and the bad. And there is other options. People say that, but there is other options. But we choose to be here because it is the biggest audience. It's a simple, it's a numbers thing.
And the community is really fun. And we on our CreatorCast midweek chat last night, we were talking. I was asking them questions like, "What would you tell your younger subbed self, like to help yourself? Like if you could tell yourself, but for me, 2 years ago when I was at like 150, what would I tell myself?" And to me, I would have said like, don't try to do everything. Pick a path, pick a niche, and go with it. Mm-hmm. Even if, because I have like tech on my channel, I have, travel and cruise ships and all that stuff. And it's like if I would have just kind of stuck to one thing, it would have probably have done better. And then
but then you wouldn't have been as happy.
Yeah, true.
You would be like,
and,
I don't want to make a video today. I want to talk about
Yeah.
the tech stuff.
No,
you know,
absolutely right. Absolutely right. But Jay Boston, who's part of the Creator Cast group, his answer was interesting. And he said, I would have told myself to get more into the community of it. Like, because it helps you grow your channel. Like you guys have helped me grow my channel just being here. And, but a lot of people, you know, you just, like when we were starting out, it was just kind of like you were in it on your own. You didn't have any friends. And then they came later, but now there's all these communities for it, which is great. And that would have been cool to start that.
You know, you want to know my honest answer? I've been thinking about this a lot. I almost sometimes wish I didn't get as involved into the community.
Oh,
not in our community, but in other people's communities.
But just in general, because there's a lot of things go on in YouTube. And as you start to grow, like then some people get mad, you know, and there's a lot of that Facebook stuff comes with it. Sometimes there's, like everything else, there's a good and a bad side to it. And I love our audience. Sometimes I feel though that it would be easier, you get too emotionally invested into all of it sometimes because you get to know so many people so close. And it never is going to work out that way. There's always going to be some people that get tired of you, fed up. Like I'm not hurt if somebody, I'm the first one, I always tell my audience, like if I'm not for you, don't waste your time here. As much as I would love to have, more people, go and do what makes you happy. Because if you don't, that's what builds these haters that are on here and then go back and forth and fight. And it's not just with me, with anybody. And YouTube is kind of blurred a bit, like we were saying earlier tonight about Facebook. And there's honestly some people on here that shouldn't have a channel. What they need is a Google Hangouts. You know what I mean? It's not about a YouTube growing to build a product. It's more just kind of hanging out, throwing in the camera, which is fine.
It's like Facebook in video format.
It's different if you sit down and say, like, I'm in photography, we're talking about photography, we're Joey, it's a like-minded group. But there's a lot of channels that are becoming almost, there's no real goal to it except they're either to gossip or yak, and it's like, that's not a channel, that's a Google Hangout. That's where you sit together and then there's no fighting because nobody else sees what you're saying. And you don't get all these groups. I've seen people call youth protection on families that had 700 subscribers because a channel that had 400 subscribers was jealous. And those kind of things. And that's what I find kind of brings you down sometimes. And you think, I wish I almost never seen some of that, just more eye on the prize. I know I don't want to insult anybody. I love each and every person. But it's just funny when you said that because I've been thinking about that a lot the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Google Hangouts kind of sucks. Yeah. But at the same time, like when you try to like do the OBS and Mimo Live thing, it's hard to be spontaneous.
Yes.
Meaning like if you wanted to like add somebody in really quick, you can't just do that. You
but when I mean Google Hangouts, so I mean not the online version. I mean the the app where you just talk in a group. It's not being broadcast.
Oh, yeah.
They need an offline group for what they're doing. It's not really a channel
like
of any
Yahoo
sort.
Used to be.
Yes, exactly.
Now it's on YouTube, They're just a couple of people talking that used to be on Facebook. Now because they don't have to type, they've gone into this. It's not like to build a product. It's not that they're interested in growing a channel. It's just kind of more of a hanging out type of thing. And they can get pretty brutal, some of them.
But yeah, and by the way, the Happy Canadian, he took a page from my July thing. He said that he was inspired by it, and he's in the middle of doing live member.
Yeah, he's doing lives every day.
Yes,
yeah,
that's true. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So check that out.
We need to come up with some better names.
What?
There's a bunch of months left to come. I'm actually curious.
What is in January? January is our boss's birthday. So what is going to be in January?
Pujuary.
Pujuary. Well, I love it. I love it. I'm honored. If you can't.
November, I thought about doing, because I did Tiptober and I was like, okay, I could do November with a K. Like, no, like, and it's like informational videos. And then I thought I could do November, which would be like doing something new every day. And then I thought, what about November, which is just N-O, and I don't do anything. Like, it's a vacation. It's a month off. November.
You just post videos that are literally a minute long saying, I'm still not doing anything.
It's just videos of you playing Candy Crush.
Oh, yeah. And there's other ones I've thought about. I won't give them away yet. But
what's your favorite one?
July. Okay. And you know what, July, the reason that worked so well is I was just kind of like making up. I think Benon was going to promote it and Gives a Minute, and he goes, "Can you make me a like a logo for it?" And I'm like, "A logo, okay." So I started messing around with it, and during a meeting, I was messing around with it on my phone, and I was like, I did something with a Y, and I started to turn it, and then I was like, oh my gosh, and I flipped it upside down, so it's like JUL, and then upside down YVE, and then it was like, oh, that's it. What? It was so simple.
I love the thought into it. I really do.
I
really do. No, your
like
eyes light up like a kid on Christmas morning. I think that's amazing.
Dream timber.
I'm just over here shaking my head at you.
I thought about August, and that could be a month off as well. August.
Well, but I am glad you joined tonight with it because it's awesome. It's really nice. I love when it's couples. I find it so much more dynamic to talk and stuff like that. So I'm really glad you joined it.
Thanks.
No.
Thanks for having me.
It was our pleasure. Yeah. You know, well, I think because we're couples, that's where I feel we always have most of our best interviews is when it is with another couple. It's kind of
everyone really watches my stuff for her, anyways. So that's just that's how it is.
That's true. I'm always in the chat commenting.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
And then I pop my head in every now.
We did it was Sunday night, and it wasn't on a live stream schedule. Like if it happened, nothing was happening, and we were looking at each other going, we're bored. We miss our friends online. Like we should almost go live just because we're so used to it.
Yeah, we were joking there that our social life is YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is like tonight with you guys is almost like a date night because we got two couples here.
We're like couples sitting across from each other at a restaurant.
Yeah,
that's right.
Interesting. By the way, Ksenia, what are you drinking? It seems like you have a bottomless mug or something because you've been drinking out of the same mug for like 3 hours now, and that's pretty impressive.
It's a coffee, and it's because graciously our son keeps refilling it all the time.
That's what keeps us going in coffee. So yeah,
that's why we need kids because we want slaves.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. No, they wash our supper dishes, and he brings us coffee every night.
Yes, get fur in the cup. All right. Well, you know what? Probably a good time to wind down for us because I gotta make a video. I have a really cool video coming out on my channel.
Well, tell us about it before we let you go.
Great Barrier Reef, and I'm showing off the GoPro Hero 7 and a snorkel mask that a company in Germany. Yeah, a German company. They sent me a snorkel mask. That was tough. And so thanks to Gibbs a Minute, he had the hookup with that, and so.
That's
I have a cool video, Great Barrier Reef. And by the way, the GoPro Hero 7 is amazing. And the footage underwater at the Great Barrier Reef looks so good. That's and crisp amazing. And hyper smooth. Everything is so good about it. I love it.
Isn't that nice when something really turns out that way to work with? It's like gold.
Yeah. And on my live stream channel, I actually did a live stream from the helicopter ride, from the Great Barrier Reef back to Cairns. I went live on it and got this, everyone could experience it with me. So
that was cool.
Awesome.
That's good. Amazing.
That's what I do on a live stream channel. It's adventures. It's whatever. It's what's happening. It could be nothing.
Nice.
Games. That tune. I don't know. It's nice to have that kind of people come on and it's like this. It's like this. Love it. Having date night with everybody.
That's right. That's cool. And,
awesome.
And you really do have a great outlook through your camera and on life and that, and you do portray it well. I really feel that your product is easy to connect with in that way. So
I appreciate it, and I'm a fan of you guys. Me
too.
We've been watching your show ever I don't know ever since.
Slightly addicted. I don't know why.
It's very fun. It's a good time for me. And like I'm editing videos, and you guys are on in the background, and you'll say something. I'm like, oh crap, I better go over and comment about it. And I'm like, I'm still here.
That's what's so awesome about it.
I'm gonna miss watching your channel and not seeing my face pop up every 5 seconds at the bottom. I'm gonna miss that.
We were off for 2 weeks this summer. Like people
actually, wait. If you use that panda thing, the panda picture, then
there you go.
Yes, exactly. No,
it's
thank you for that. Yes.
The Be Live, don't fall behind.
Thank you.
It's
going to
make appearances.
Awesome.
Don't worry. I guarantee you. You'll see. That's not the end of the panda by any stretch.
If that becomes a mascot of yours, just let me know if you want me to pose more with the wrench or she can, Emma can wear and put a bikini on and clickbait.
Oh Oh my goodness.
I just
could be
pictured
anybody.
the panda, the bikini, the wrench, the whole thing. Yeah, that could definitely get us
Yes.
some views.
Or it could be me.
Yeah, well,
bikini.
in the bikini
Yeah,
with the
in a
panda
bikini.
hat holding the wrench. That's right.
In a bikini.
That's right. Maybe you and I can do a drag stream together.
Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming, and for both of you coming. That was amazing. Thank you for making time.
No problem. Thanks for inviting me.
Sorry, I've been now that I've been thinking about what month we can tweak with drag, the word drag in it.
Please don't. Because I will
Drag us.
Drapril.
drag roll.
Drag us. No, yeah, drag us. Okay. Anyways,
Well, thank you guys
Yeah.
so much, and keep in touch with you guys. And I hope you can come in February here. It's not so bad. It's February.
we'll think about it. We'll think
Yeah.
about it.
What would the average temperature be?
Well, it really can depend. It can be really mild, like around 0, and can be a lot of snow at the same time. So usually it's more snow and less cold in February.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We'll see.
There's
we'll try to entice you with pictures and stuff like that. So
Yeah, definitely.
okay, well,
Drag-
thank you so much, and we'll let you go to
Thank
your
you.
Thursday
All
day.
right. See you guys.
Take
Thanks for
care,
having us on
guys.
the show, and we're big time
Nice
fans.
to meet
So
you guys.
Awesome.
we'll be around in the chat and everything too. So
Bye.
right back at you guys.
Bye.
Take care. Bye now. Be well. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah.
And he ended with his.
Yeah, I love that.
That's awesome.
I-
Love that.
That's a great ending.
Well, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet to Where is Danny Black, there's always a time to do that. He has 2 channels. One is
Oh, that was slick. Cut.
we're all on a smooth line today.
Yeah.
So he has 2 channels. One is his regular
that's
bass channel. He posts his videos and really amazing cinematic videos and lots of tips on editing, audio editing, cruise, travel, music. Well, as he says, he's none of those channels, but at the same time, he's all of them at the same time.
Yes.
Amazing footage. And then the other channel is his live streams, adventure live streams. So go check it out. And of course, his wife. Amazing hula hoop entertainer, Hip Hoop Hooray, who joined us as well. Go check her out as well. Definitely check out those light up LED hula hoop videos as well. Really beautiful footage, beautiful art, very nice couple. Was so happy to have them on. And that's amazing. Yeah.
No, that was a great time.
Yeah,
Great
I
chat.
loved that
Yeah.
they both were at the end.
Oh,
they
that
both
made
were
it.
yeah.
No, you can definitely see how they're a team in every way. That was really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Don't go anywhere because in a few moments we're going to take a look at selfies and then we're going to pick a live stream. You guys want to join us? That would be awesome. So just hang around for a few minutes.
Yep. And of course, thank you so much for those who are just joining us. I know this has been really hard and tough night. You've been all putting in the chat. Heavy Metal Magnet for the electric bill, longest interview ever. Well, thank you for support, Heavy Metal Magnet. Thank you. Do appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You are so kind. You are so kind. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Scott's Thoughts channel, hello and welcome. Yeah, so as I was saying, I know people have been had trouble getting into our channel
Sorry
today,
about
and
that.
especially the chat and so on. So unfortunately, it's not on our end or your end. It's all YouTube, and I really hope that it gets resolved really, really soon. So definitely, I really hope they fix it soon.
Yeah, it is frustrating on all sides. And like I say, if we could fix it, we would have it done already, believe me. So thank you guys for your patience tonight and couldn't get in. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that better days ahead for you. Like Sunday night was the first time in 2 weeks almost we didn't have any interruptions.
Yeah, there looks like there are ups and downs, and I mean they are fixing stuff, but I mean, I hope it's not going to be for the whole next year. They're doing their Google separation and all that, because this is definitely start affecting the quality of the channel. I can't get even into it to watch it. So So we, what are we talking about? Well, we just ended our interview with Danny Black, who is a musician on cruise ships, American, living in Australia, video editor, and his wife, who is entertainer, hula hooper. Can you call that?
Yep.
Hula hooper?
Yep, sure.
On cruise ships as well. She has her own hula hoop company in Australia. So
A performer, yeah, hula hoop performer.
Yeah.
She's so talented. She's, 3 years, she said, into,
Yep.
you know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing couple. They joined us from Brisbane in Australia. So if you haven't watched that, you can definitely check it out afterwards. And guys,
Take a break for a second. Scott's Thoughts channel. I just wanted to tell you, I was checking out your channel, a fellow Canuck, and awesome to have you here. I hope you can join us for more of what we do. But really, really cool. So I just wanted to say that. Thank you.
yeah, no problem. I wanted to prompt them to leave a comment after, if they have watched the stream or part of it. If you can come back and leave just a little comment, we would really appreciate it. Helps with interaction on the channel.
Welcome, Tesla. Good to see you back.
Thank you. Test luck. Yeah, that's awesome. Sounded like Tesla.
I like it.
And now, are we going to look at the Blue Wrench selfies?
Yes, we're going to look at the Blue Wrench selfies.
Yes,
let's
do that. Before we guys, as always, we always send you over to another live stream to share some love and kindness with other creators as well. So don't go anywhere. We're going to show your beautiful faces and then going to send you guys somewhere. Karaoke Ken, thank you so much. Hubert Gunpowder, thank you.
I love that you keep coming by. I really do appreciate it, Hubert. It's always great to have you in here.
Budget Bushcraft, I wish you would join us in the chat sometime again.
Yes.
I love your selfies,
keeps making appearances.
Yeah.
You're
That's
so awesome. Looks good too. I'm hungry. Dave is in here. Wow,
Ooh,
Dave.
Behind the bars.
That's right.
Dave behind the bars, yes.
Thank you so much, Dave. You always find a new way to do it. I love that. Thank you so much. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Heavy metal magnet. You always find a way.
A 3D playing cards and listening in on the stream. This is awesome. What kind of app? You were saying yesterday that you're using an app. I want to know what kind of app it is.
It's really awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was appreciate all the selfies, guys. As always, they're just amazing. So,
if you can remind them quickly about the video, since the deadline is coming up. Kayla, welcome. We got somebody else new in here. Just be a second. Let's check you out, Kayla. Good to have you here. Guys, anybody in here that was wondering what we were doing for, we just hit 4K. We're asking everybody if they can shoot a 1-minute video in their style of shooting, where they say, introduce themselves, talk a bit about yourselves, and then what this Blue Wrench group means to you. The Blue Wrench group basically is what I'm doing right now for Kayla, and I'm giving you the wrench. We started this, we were kind of like the punk rock bands of channels, and went anti-establishment because we figured there was too many rules, too many hierarchies. So everybody gets wrenches because we're all in it together, we're all creators. So 1-minute video, introduce yourself, anything you want to say to us, and what the Blue Wrench group means to you. Shoot it in your style, because I'm not going to edit it. I want to show you guys, because you guys made this 4K possible. And we're going to post it in a little bit. Heavy Man, was that the dead man's hand? Oh, okay, yes. That was really cool. Nomadic Bike, he really did a good job of it. And Nomadic Bike, once again, I hope you didn't take it personally. We were actually, because of your name, we've been getting a bit of that. Some people trying to troll us and using other patrons' names. So, once again, deep apologies, and I hope you understand. So, looks like Bruce Willis. Kayla. And I have found a stream here, so I will put it up there, guys. Let's show some love. And if you join, hashtag from Pusa with love, we would do appreciate that. If you could leave it in the chat when you join the stream. Let's show some love. We connected with Australia today, so let's continue the travel through Australia. And I found somebody in Australia streaming right now.
You're very welcome, Kayla. The link's in the description. What we do, guys, is when we're done, we pay it forward. We pass it on to another stream. If you can follow that link and use the hashtag from Pusa with love, please first hit the like button if you haven't already. And tomorrow morning at 1 p.m. Eastern, We have our European edition of channel shoutouts. We have Game Wheel, everything. It's crazy. Tons of people. I think the last one we had 155 in the chat at one time.
Yep.
Definitely a great place to meet other channels. We give all kinds of tips and advice, review channels, and all that great stuff. So hope you guys can join us tomorrow. Oh, you're very welcome, Nishi. Congratulations once again on hitting 1K. Very, very, very happy for you. Well deserved. Sorry, during the interviews, it's harder to do more of that. But please know we are really happy for you. So keep up the great work. It's just the beginning. Always remember that it's just the beginning. Thank you so much, The Trips. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. Joshua Walker, thank you so much. Love back to each and every one of you guys. Dave from Organic Gardening. You guys are awesome.
Mobile is because lots of people haven't been able to join us.
Yeah.
The people that has joined us have said that they have trouble joining the stream and they've been bumped out and so on. Unfortunately,
all the
YouTube
streams are getting it. It's just the way it's been going the last 2 weeks. YouTube is migrating their servers away from Google and stuff like that.
They better hurry up.
Yes, because it's just as frustrating for us as it is for you guys. So.
Broken Wolf and Patrick Starr, we're just jumping the streams right now. We're doing From Pusa with Love raid. If you could jump over and show some love to another amazing channel. So go ahead and check it out live right now. Hashtag From Pusa with Love. Show some love. Hang around and check if maybe you're interested in the channel. And if you are, then you can follow. If not, that's okay too. Okay. Nishi or Nikki?
Yeah, it was a fake channel that we're actually using. I went and just checked it. I kind of had a feeling.
They have been in our stream a couple of times, I think.
Yeah.
Scott's, how do we get the video to you? You mail it to us, you email to us, bluerangegroup@gmail.com. If the video is too big, you can just upload it on your Google Drive and send us a link of it. Just don't forget to check the settings that you can share it with us. And and if you do send it, I'm going to send you back a little thank you note so you know that we actually have received it. So bluerangegroup@gmail.com. Ranchgroup@gmail.com. And the deadline is Friday.
Looking forward to it, guys. I want to show off as many of you as possible. So, thank you so much, Kalea. Yeah, Kalea. I hope we pronounced that properly.
7 is enough. Hello.
How are you? Welcome. We're just passing the torch. Hopefully, if anybody hasn't hit the like button, you can. That really does help us. The link is above, and if you can use the hashtag From Pusa with Love, that'll be really cool. And don't forget that we're going to be on tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, channel shoutouts. There's going to be a lot of people there for that. So, God willing that the servers don't go nuts, but even then, we should be all right. So, Karaoke Ken, it was my pleasure. I was honored for you to ask me, so thank you so much. I really did appreciate it. It was nice chatting with you. I had a couple laughs and some fun.
Hike and Deep, we shot over the time just a little bit, but we're just sending you guys over to an amazing channel that has been just starting out, but has already amazing content out there. Hashtag From Pusa with Love. Go and check it out.
And thank you guys so much for your time tonight. And as we always say, your time is valuable, and there's a billion channels on here. And for you to pick this time to fight with the servers, hitting the refresh and stuff like that, to be here really does mean a lot. So I hope you guys can join us. Of course, it's always voluntary, but it's a great way to meet new channels, meet new people. Links in the description. We're going to play the music and the promos for about 2-3 minutes, give you guys a chance to do all your stuff and head over or wherever it is you're going. But thank you so much for spending your time with us. On my way there, can't wait to see you there. Nomadic Bike, you have an awesome night.
Awesome,
okay,
thank you.
Thank you, and I really mean that. I appreciate it. Like I say, I love you very much, my friend. Take care, guys. Have a great night. Cheers and keep creating.
1
Bye,
p.m.
guys.